Yeah.
I'm not here. I'm eating.
Well,
Invisible.
you're here, but anyway. There we go. So, last time you guys were, you came in. So the party came into Phandelver, a little frontier prospecting mining town that had been built on top of some older ruins of a much bigger city. Found out that Phandelver had a little bit of a bandit problem. After dispatching one group that tried to fight you in the streets, you found out that their base of operations was under Tressendar Manor. You also found out that Sildar was looking for somebody named Iarno Albrecht, who also disappeared around that same manor. So you went underneath, found some bandits, cleared them out, found some prisoners that were some of the townsfolk, a family that the husband had resisted the Red Brand and ended up dead, who may or may not have been in that cavern full of dead bodies. And then, speaking of the cavern, you guys came across an interesting little creature named Anothic, who peered into your minds a little bit. Some secrets were spouted. Namely, it looked at Ethan with a lot of interest, saying not alive, not dead. And then mentioned something about hill giants to Crane, to which Crane responded by flying into a rage and then murdering it. Well, attempting to. There was a little bit of back and forth about whether you should actually kill the thing or not, and it ended up dead. So, but
Wasn't really a conversation.
there was a little.
It was like me talking to the walls.
Yeah, well, you know.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Sometimes. So, afterward, you guys found the office of sorts of the leader, Glassstaff, who had ditched. You found a letter addressed to him, naming him as Iarno, which, after you guys left, you showed to Sildar to basically reveal to him that his companion, his colleague, had betrayed his order and set himself up as leader of the bandits. But you all went back to the inn most of you went back to the inn for a night's rest. A little impromptu celebration happened because the farmers that were coming back after a long day's work heard about your exploits and were overjoyed because they've been terrorized by this group for quite some time. Many of you hung out for a bit. What's up?
Isn't he a robot for anyone else, or is my Discord just freaking out?
I think it's just you.
It's just me. I'm gonna restart my Discord. Hang on.
Sure.
He's fine for me. He's gone. Oh no.
Or we kill him.
Whoa. Oh, murder mystery, boys. You've all been deceived. This is not D&D.
So
We've been played.
Okay, we're good.
you good? I sound normal? PG. Okay, so yes, you made it back. A party was thrown. Drinks were bought for you. Food was placed before you. No gold accepted. Some of you partook. Thorn, in particular, partied into the night until he passed out on a table. Yarol looked around, noticed Ethan nowhere to be seen, went out, found him, except more like Ethan found Yarol, but, you know. Had a little conversation
Semantics.
about Ethan's situation. Ethan did not really understand what money was, yada yada. And eventually, you all found your way to sleep, except for Ethan, who continued to wander and do whatever it was he would like. Malachi, was there anything you wanted to do once you came back that night?
So this is where it starts. On the way back,
Okay.
I wanted to attempt to speak with Crane.
Okay.
Just kind of on the way back into town, just mentioned to him, Crane, can I talk to you?
Hang on one second. Steam is doing some fucky shit, and that's why okay, we're good. What?
Malachi walks up to you.
Sometime on the way back to town, Crane, can I talk to you?
I suppose. What about?
Well, I heard what the creature said back there, and I just wanted to. I mean, you know I'm not a hill giant, right?
Crane's face just immediate grimace, like, I am aware.
Well, I just wanted to say that if we're going to travel together, and there's something about me that puts you off, I hope that you can find it in yourself to tell me about it. I just wanted to leave it at that.
He doesn't say anything for a minute, and he's like, well, I hold no ill will against you, but you remind me of happier times. Let's put it that way.
Well, hopefully we can find those times again. I lost something of my heritage myself, so, yeah, well, anytime you want to talk about it, I'm here.
Acknowledged. And he's after you mentioned that, he's shut off.
Yeah,
Like,
leaves.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll exchange on the way
then-
back.
Yeah. And then instead of going to the inn, I will basically go to the holiest place in town that I can find.
There is a temple of Tamora, which is the goddess of luck.
Okay.
So that's the only holy place in town that.
In regards to
could find.
Tamora, like, would they be super offended if, like, a cleric of a different deity was there? Or is this more of a...
Well, you in particular wouldn't really know. You're not
Yeah.
you're not really too up to date on customs and what's polite and what's not, so you'd probably have to ask.
Well, better to ask forgiveness than permission, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of head in and try and find a quiet place. I mean, it's like nighttime, right? So can't
Yes, it's a shrine. Let me find it real quick. I believe it's called the Shrine of Luck.
Okay.
Farm, manor. Where the frig is the shrine? There's a description of it. I'm trying to find it. I am not doing it. But yes, you go inside. Here it is. Right. So it's just it's made of old stones. They look like they've been taken from the nearby ruins. It's not a large establishment. Right now, it's pretty much empty. There is, as you walk in, there is a young elf woman who seems to be caretaker. And she's kind of just sitting in a chair reading a book. You walk in. There's like an altar to Tamora, and there's a few benches. It's not, like I said, not very big. She's kind of just sitting off to the side. And she sees you come in and looks up, goes, "Oh, excuse me," but kind of puts her book off to the side and then stands up and greets you and says, "Hello there. I'm Sister Garael. How can I help you?"
Good evening, sister. I was just hoping for a place for some quiet time.
Of course.
Myself. And I kind of like, I'm wearing a symbol, court symbol, basically. So, like, I'm not trying to hide like
Okay.
that,
She
obviously.
looks at you and says,
Would that be okay?
I take it you're not praying to Tamora. That's fine. It's this Tamora is probably the most accessible to a lot of the folk out here. Religion's not too mainstream just yet. But that's fine.
Well, I appreciate it. So I kind of just try and find a quiet corner.
Yeah, and she leaves you be, lets you do whatever it is you need to do.
Okay. So I find my quiet corner or whatever, and I'm just like kind of speaking to myself because I don't know how I would communicate. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Basically, but I'm just like, so I don't know what to do. I'm in this group of people, and they seem to be of good intentions, but I don't seem to be fitting in with their group. I'm not sure I'm in the right place. Something terrible has happened to the Ethan, and I don't know if he's willing to tell me what that might be. And Crane seems to hate me just for who I am. I think we're doing good, but I could really use a sign. And I just kind of think about that in silence until later. Okay. And then I guess I'd probably be going back, and I might see the rest of their group.
As you're at the shrine, you don't. There's nothing overt that happens, but you just kind of get this feeling as you're thinking of the group, just the sense of they're outcasts, much like you. Well, some of them.
And I probably catch the other guys as they're maybe coming back to the inn at the same time, is what I would be doing.
Okay.
Before going to sleep.
Okay.
I would assume that around that time has passed.
Right. So you come back. This is when the impromptu party starts. People are trying to shove drinks in your hand, and they're.
Oh no! I would have figured I would have missed the early part of that party.
Nope, we're still partying, bro.
Well, the early part, perhaps, yes. But as you walk in, you cut quite the figure, and so you just have a couple, drunk farmers that are just like, "Hey, come drink with us."
I've got a pretty melancholy face at the time.
They're like, you should be smiling. You're a hero. And then you can brush them off and go upstairs or
no,
respond.
I force a smile and have a drink with them before heading upstairs.
Okay. So enough to seem polite.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. And then off you go. All right. Was there anything else anybody wanted to do before the night came to an end? Or are we all
I'm
good?
on the table at this point. There ain't nothing I can do anyway.
Yeah, you're. Dude,
Shit.
It's the most comfortable table you've ever slept on. It's so nice. It's like,
It's not the only one.
Armor and everything, man. You just well past the point of caring. Right. So most of you find your way off to sleep. Ethan, do whatever you like. We've talked about what constitutes a long rest for you. So, Moyer. As you went to sleep, I'm sorry, what?
No, I thought you were asking me what I was doing. Never mind.
Unless there was something else you wanted to do.
Ethan's got to spend the night copying his new spells into his spell book, right? That's what Ethan's got to do. As the wizard.
You can do whatever he wants.
It takes 6 hours, so hey.
But anyway,
I'm just giving him a hard time.
Anyway, so yes, Moyer, as you get ready to go to sleep, we talked about the amulet that you have is ever so slightly vibrating, which it wasn't doing before. So maybe a little strange, a little perplexing, maybe a little unnerving. But you fall asleep, and as you do over the night, you dream. You're in a forest. It's a warm summer day. The wind rustles through the leaves of the trees. And around you are goblins. And you realize you can't move your body. But then you realize it's not your body. You're looking through the eyes of another goblin. There's a group of 4 of them. They're traveling. There's a little flash as it's almost like jumps ahead in time, and they're next to a road, a very familiar looking road. And they're 2 on each side of the road, hiding in the bushes, and you see Sildar and Gundren walking down the road. As they cross in between the bushes, they don't see the goblins, they attack. They didn't really stand much of a chance. They're captured and taken off. Another flash forward in time. There's 2 dead horses in the middle of the road, and there's this massive chainmail wearing Goliath and a small by comparison blonde human looking at these horses, and then there's a flash of movement, and there's arrows flying, and there's spells being flung, and this goblin is firing arrows, and he feels the searing pain on his right side, and as he turns and he looks and he sees just in time, you recognize yourself sprinting towards him, eldritch energy still drifting off of your hand as you jab forward with your shining staff, and blackness. Cold, dark blackness. Almost feels like he's floating, but he has no body anymore. He sees a long row of long, sharp teeth, bulbous fish eyes, tentacles with claws on the end of them. The mouth opens. Blackness. You wake up, kind of startled by what happens. You still feel that ever so faint trembling of the amulet. Unchanging, still the same as it has been.
That's
your dream.
unnerving. Okay. Good to know.
To say the least, yeah.
Yeah.
I might wake up in a wet bed if that happened to me.
Yeah.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
You wake up. You all wake up in the morning. Most of you feeling refreshed. Thorn, roll a Constitution check for me, just to see how you're coming along.
Let's see. Ooh. That's an 11.
Okay. You wake up. You got a bit of a headache. You remember 70, a solid 70% of what happened last night. Got it. You're feeling a little groggy. You've had worse. It's not going to affect you in any sort of adverse way beyond you're mighty uncomfortable. But you all wake up in the morning. Breakfast prepared for you. I don't know what order everybody wakes up in, who's an early riser, who isn't, but eventually you find your way in. Ethan, did you find your way back to the inn?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Probably before anybody woke up.
Oh, yeah.
So, once again, you wake up, there's Ethan. Just waiting. Seemingly as awake as ever.
Seems legit.
Good morning.
Okay. So, as you all do your thing, eventually, Sildar is back. Because he walks his way back into the inn. He's anxious. Kind of has like when he stops, he kind of like moves in place, shifts his weight. A little antsy. And he's just like, heroes, good to see you. I hope you all slept well.
That table is comfortable.
They have beds that you... Alright, sure. Whatever suits you. Not gonna judge. You earned some revelry, I will say. Right. So, you've all, as I've stated before, have done this town a service that I don't think it'll ever truly be able to repay you. But there still remains the issue of finding Gundren. We know he's been taken to this Cragmoth Castle. Unfortunately, we don't know where that is. So, I've done some searching. There's a couple options, I think, we have here of finding Cragmoth Castle. First, I talked with the townmaster. I believe you had found the job listing for Wyvern Tor. There's an orc problem out there. There's a reward, but it's a few days travel away from here. I don't know if the orcs would really know where the castle is, but goblin raiding parties have been spotted out in the wilderness. So as you travel, you might stumble across one, and you may be able to interrogate some of these goblins and find out where this castle is. So, option number one. Option number 2. I've heard stories of a druid named Radoth. Supposedly he's in the, the ruined city now, the town of Thundertree. From what I hear, no one knows this land like he does, and he may have some information as to where this castle could be. Other than that, I mean, if you want to explore the town some more, you can. I don't know how much more it has to offer, but it's up to you.
This druid, what kind of reputation does he have?
From what I hear, he seems to be an agreeable fellow. He occasionally blesses the crops. He seems to be a stand-up individual. But
Seems like a no-brainer to me.
How
If
far
that's what you wanna
is that from us, where he was?
Thundertree, and he kind of pulls up a little map as I pull up a little map.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it on the map right
It's okay. Thundertree is about, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. So there's 2 options. You could either take the road, which you'd have to go all the way back to Neverwinter along the road, and then there's another trail from Neverwinter towards Thundertree. So if you wanted to stick to the roads, that would probably be about 4 or 5 day trip. If you wanted to cut across, like, near the castle or near the forests, and across, like, kind of the grassy area where it's not cut out for you, that would be probably about 2 days.
What about, like, is it in the same direction as the orc problem? Like, could we do both feasibly?
Well, Thundertree is to the north of here, almost kind of north and a little bit to the west. Wyvern Tor is almost straight east, so they're a little far away from each other. You could do both. It would just take some time.
They're not really on the way, though.
They're not really in the same direction, no.
What do you guys think?
Sure.
Which one pays more?
Well,
The orcs.
yes.
Hey, the orcs is actually a contract.
The
But
orcs. The orcs
The
would.
druid's more likely to be friendly to us and answer our problem. We have to capture a goblin and hope they know. So the
Yeah.
druid's...
And also
Then
they
we
can
can't do
speak
both.
common.
Regardless, I very much would like to see Gundren found again, and if you can find him or his whereabouts, and or find out what happened to him, I would be willing to pay the lot of you 500 gold.
Well, tell me this, who are the orcs harassing? What kind of problems are the orcs causing?
I mean, most of the people in the area, they've been as travelers, merchants along the roads. They've been raiding, a lot like the goblins have. Phandelver has seen some activity, not too terribly often. I think I've heard, as far as maybe even Tribor, I think they might have hit a couple times. Just further east of here.
It's far-reaching for raiding parties.
Honestly, I think Tribor has more issues with the giants over. I hear they've been causing some problems over in that direction, which is very strange to say the least.
Giants?
Yeah, there's a lot of the being part of the Lord's Alliance. Our goal is the safety and the unity of the cities, come to each other's aid when it's needed, and we've been hearing more and more reports of all sorts of giant attacks. Could be, as I heard, some frost giants further north, some stone giants kind of out to, I think, far east of here. Tribor, I'm not sure what their problem, what kind of the nature of their problem is. I haven't been there myself.
Euro, what would you prefer? Go after the orcs or find the druid?
I think the druid would be more helpful. And I think that'd be the better option overall.
Well, you don't want to go help some people from orcs, you goody two shoes?
I am totally in support for that too, but in terms of our main objective, the druid is probably more helpful.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that druids can live for a long time, so I think you'll be alive by the time we finish with the orcs.
Fair enough.
Fair. It would be faster if we tried to go deal with the orcs and then came back, right? That's only 2 days, whereas the other was 5.
Wyvern Tor, it was like 2 days. If you try to cut a straight line to Thunder Tree, it was like 2.5 days. Wyvern Tor is if you basically there's the Ice Spire or the Sword Mountains, which is a mountain range close by. You kind of stick to the base, and Wyvern Tor is said the camp has said to be near the base. That would be about a 2-day travel, 2.5 at most, to the general area. They're not exactly sure where it is, but you can look around. They know the general area.
Well, my vote's in. Orcs. Seeing as how this is a democracy.
I like the quotations there.
Well, I think we kind of committed to the town head that we were going to take that job to the orcs. So we didn't say we were definitely going to, but we said we were interested in it. So I don't have a problem going that direction. I mean, I agree that the druid's probably a sure thing, but if we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I think that's pretty effective.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
If you don't stumble across a goblin raiding party, Radoth is definitely a good backup.
I'm going to turn to Ethan Thorne and be like, well, you?
I want to go smash things. I'd say we
Noted.
take out orcs.
And I look at Ethan like, insight?
You're like shrugging me like,
Well, that's a
Let it be known, Ethan does not care at all.
3 to 1
We should have
negative.
known.
I think, I don't know.
abstain.
All right, well, let's get some supplies together. Let's get some supplies together and head in the orkward direction. Then we should probably let them know that we're taking that job too.
Yeah.
You could go talk to the town master and let him know. He's a little trying on the patience, but nonetheless.
Oh, there are so many people who try my patience. It's really not worth noting if they do or not.
Okay, well, someone who's better at this whole shopping thing might want to take care of our supplies, and someone who's better than me at the whole speaking with people who are in charge thing should probably handle the townkeeper. But you know, I guess pick up the slack on either direction.
I can handle the townsman.
I need to go to the general store anyways.
Yeah. I'm heading over to the Lion Shield Coster.
Okay. So you're
I'm
all
gonna check
going.
on the family
I
though.
was gonna say I need to pawn off some of these short swords and everything that I picked up
Okay.
for shits and giggles.
I'm going to check on the family that we saved. Make sure they're doing all right,
Okay.
because I am kind-hearted to a fault.
All right. So let's start with Yarl's. Should be
General
pretty
store.
easy. Do what?
I'll go
Hunter?
to the store as well.
With Yarl, or are you going to the provision store?
Wait, where's your girl going?
I think
Lion
Yarl-
Shield Coster.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Yarl's
thought-
going to Lion Shield. Wait,
Yeah.
who is going for supplies?
I'm going to just the general store to try and pawn off some of these short swords and like the malachite.
Just to make that a little bit
By
simpler.
the way, shame on you guys for not memeing Malachite. last week.
Okay, to be fair, I kind of wasn't paying attention to what he got in the box.
So
Aside from the sword.
And I just pocketed it because I thought it was funny.
So I'll just for brevity's sake, the weapons and everything, the Lion Shield Coster is more likely to buy those.
Okay.
So, right.
General
So
Shield.
But provision.
that's all right. We're gonna start with the Lion Shield Coster, where Jarl's going to pick up his order. If whoever else is going with him, you can do whatever you like there.
I'll go with him.
I
Right.
guess I'll go with him. Yeah, I need.
So you find your way back to the Lion Shield Coster. As you walk in, Lenine sees you and goes, "Oh, hello there. I have your armor ready for you. Here, be right back." And she goes to the back, brings out a set of studded leather armor. She's like, "So I hope that this will work for you. Did the best I could. Let's try it on." And you go, you try it, you kind of get into it. It's decent. It'll do the job done. You can go ahead and cook your studded leather.
Nice.
You're still very tall, and there's only so much it can cover, so it might look a little bit like a studded leather crop top. Not that bad,
Yeah, baby.
but it's I mean, but
Yeah,
Link,
baby.
the best you
boys.
could. It fits relatively well, enough to function.
Barely
That
though.
doesn't make it any less
Barely.
amusing, Mike.
Well, you're like 7 foot, dude.
Yeah, no,
They
I'm
don't-
a tall boy.
Yeah, they don't have
boy.
big and tall over here.
Wait, he's
I
7 feet
mean,
tall. He's taller than. No, he's the same.
No,
how
I mean
tall
it's
are
close
you?
to like
7?
6, like 8, give or
Okay,
take.
there you go. Yeah, like 6'8".
So it's not
I'm
like
7
exactly.
foot tall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's not
he's
exactly
almost
7
as
foot.
tall as you. Yeah,
It's tall.
which
But,
for you outside of where you grew up is very different.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's not a lot of that going on.
And not even like big, just tall.
Yeah, he's
Like-
he's skinny, but he's super tall.
Wait, just for a sec, because I know what you are. Do you actually stand how they stand, or are you standing full up? Like...
No, like staying full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like I'm like actually like 7 something and hunched over or anything.
No, I mean, like, you could be 7 feet if you were actually standing
That's fair.
fully.
Either way,
I was just
I
curious.
am staying
Sorry.
full.
So she gives you your armor and says, "Well, thank you for your business. Thank you for what you've done for this city. Was there anything else you needed?"
Can I
No,
try
I'm
to
on.
swords?
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you have?
I have swords, and I just like pull out the 3 that I picked up out of the storeroom that are
Oh,
that I pocketed.
oh. Were these taken from the red brands?
Yes.
That makes it even better. All right, let me take a look at it. She kind of inspects them. They're decent. I think a short sword typically goes for like.
I was gonna say they were in storage, so I didn't think that they would be like too.
I think a short sword
terribly
typically
beat up.
goes for like a couple gold or something like that. They're not terribly expensive. So you have 3,
Yeah.
and yeah, they're. I mean, they're not brand new, but yeah, they're not like beat to crap. I'm gonna say okay, so 3 of them. Okay, I'm gonna say she'll give you 15 gold pieces for the lot.
Cool.
So there you are. She's like, I'm sure there's somebody who could use these. The area's been a little dangerous. Sure.
I have some of these gems that I found. Like, can you buy them? I don't know what they really are.
I
I'm
deal
kinda confused.
more with equipment. If you're looking to sell some gems, you might try Halia over at the Miners Exchange. I think she would probably take those off your hands.
Jackass wouldn't take them last time.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing. I'm just muttering under my breath like an angry elf.
Something's wrong with your mic, man. It's like really echoey. I don't know.
It was like that for me before, but it fixed itself.
Oh, like, are you hearing his voice twice?
Yeah.
Is it in roll? It might be in
I'm
roll
not.
20.
Oh.
I think it's in roll 20. So
No, I thought I had fixed the
Might
roll
be.
20. I thought I had popped out of it. Hold on.
sometimes it like I don't know. I ended up if you go to your settings and you turn off incoming audio, like voice audio,
I just muted the site because I hated the like ba-dings noises from that.
because sometimes it'll do that.
Yeah, I had to do that as well.
So, right. So, is there anything else you guys wanted to do in the Lion Shield Coster?
I need to see the buying shield.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Yes.
we have a couple in stock. We can do that.
Yeah.
She goes to the back, pulls out a shield. It's kind of like messing stuff up. It's kind of like a small like a buckler of sorts. Works.
I mean, on me probably.
Yeah, on you, like pretty much like a full size
Yeah.
shield. That will be 10 gold. So yeah,
Okay.
10 gold pieces.
Sounds
So
good.
I forgot. I have one more thing, and I pull out the studded leather armor that I found while I was running.
Did you find studded leather?
Yeah, that was in the storeroom as well.
Huh. Awkward.
Dang it! I thought you kept up with it. Yeah, I pretty much looted that whole flipping storeroom.
Well, no, it's just awkward because Yarl just bought
Because I need it.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
do you
we
say
could also
something as he
use it.
pulls that out?
I'm not there, so
You're not. Let's
We have
see.
3 leather
Yeah,
users.
there was a
it's fine. You can. I was being
Say,
in the
Moira,
store
I
in the
wouldn't have
storeroom.
offered it, except it would be like this big on you.
So in the storeroom, I don't actually. You said it was in the store, like the armory, where like the other like.
I thought it was
spears-
in the armory. Yeah, I can just dump it if I need to.
No, I believe you. I don't see it, but it's whatever. So she takes a look at it. It's like, oh, you had a set. And
Awkward.
so, but did you mention to Moyer that it wouldn't fit him, or like?
Yeah, like I'm standing next to him, just like eyeing it, making sure that.
She's like, well, I could do the same that I did for your taller friend here, just in the opposite direction. It'd honestly probably be a little bit easier. It's easier to take off than it is to add.
I was gonna say, yes, let's do that. How much will it cost?
Don't worry about the alteration.
How long will that take? Because we're about to.
I could probably get that done in, if I really hurry, maybe about an hour.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
It's still early in the morning, so
Yeah.
like it's at this point it's probably like 11 or so it's not like it's still early in the day.
Yeah.
That's like at most.
Still in the morn.
Yeah, actually, you guys probably it's probably like 10 o'clock or something like that. Anyway, so yes, she can modify that for you.
Size it down. All right, cool.
For brevity's sake, we'll just say in an hour you guys pick it up. Go ahead, Moyer. You can equip
Cool.
your studded leather.
So I had present for Crane.
Crane or Moyer?
It was from Moyer.
No, it was for Moyer. Yeah.
Okay, 'cause I was like Crane wasn't there.
Oh, yeah. My brain's fried.
No, it's fine. Listen, we're still figuring out names. It's all good. All right.
Don't ask for
Is your business done at the
and saying
at the Lion Shield, or is there anything else you need?
Can I pawn my leather then?
She takes a look at it. She's like,
I'm giving you the stuff.
yeah, I might be able to find a use for this. Don't get too many
Alright, Kev.
halflings through here.
I pawn mine.
All right. These have been more used. You guys can. I'm gonna say she'll give you like 4 gold apiece.
Okay,
Take it.
I will take it.
So there you go. Take your 4 gold.
Amazing.
Are you done playing Pawn Stars or?
I think so.
Well, not really, because then there's gems that need to be.
I gotta
pawned.
go to the
Navi.
general store.
What was that?
Creature.
Are you hungry?
Store.
Okay.
Are you a hungry little
So you're all done at the
Can you
Lion
wait a few
Shield.
minutes, please?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're heading to the provisions, the bar, the general store.
Yeah.
Okay. You meander on over. It's just like a few doors down. Over to Barthen's Provisions. Again, this place has a lot of like your traveling goods. It's got rations, rope, bedrolls, backpacks, tents, all of that. And as you walk in, Elmar sees you all and says, "Oh, welcome back. What can I do for you?"
Hello.
By the way, I cannot thank you enough for dealing with our red brand problem. Thank you so very much.
Oh, it was nothing, Mon. Trust me.
Ha! It was nothing. Oh, you are funny and strange.
Okay.
Do you sell bags?
Oh, what?
Just like coin bags?
Oh, any kind, purses, yeah, backpacks, whatever you need.
I don't think I'm more like a gift.
Oh no.
All right.
No.
So you were wanting? I mean, most of our bags are function over form, but I could.
No, I want function and it to look beautiful.
I might have a ribbon. I could tie it off with.
I'm just gonna take it like a handful of my gold and just be like, whatever this will get me.
How many bags do you need?
I just need one.
Okay. Tell you what. And he takes one gold piece away. He's like, "You keep that. This'll do. It's a small bag.
I have a lot of them.
I could not overcharge you for a purse. Everything you've done for us, it would be inhospitable of me. I appreciate your generosity. I really do."
You
And
know
so-
what? Just throw it- see, here, get another one.
All right. Do you want a ribbon with this one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That one's for
And
you.
he goes, and he pulls out, he's got two bags. They're like regular, boring, like sackcloth bags. One's got like a blue ribbon tied around the top, one's got a red ribbon. And he's just like,
So like, those are like, it's like, so, if you could pick a color between red or blue,
I mean, that's really up to whoever it is you're gifting this to, but personally,
I just like, yeah, personally.
I like blue. Reminds me of the sea.
Okay, got it. I'm literally just gonna take like 10 gold, like a handful, and put it in the blue bag and be like, this is for you, because you're so nice.
What? And he's just like flabbergasted. He's like,
This is when Caleb the DM decided to be really easy on Hunter for all the costs of being a wizard.
well, Barthen's not gonna take your money. He's not. He's like, no, really. I really appreciate you're far too nice.
It's just a miracle that the wizard seems to have memorized all his
Maybe.
spells and doesn't need a spell book or
He's
arcane paper.
he's got a book.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's like, oh,
I know you're just talking about, Frank. They magically appear there. Alright,
Yeah.
anyway.
but he's like, no, really, please, you probably need it for something. Trust me. And he kind of looks at the rest of the group, and he's just kind of like, take care of this one. He's a good fellow.
So like I figure I would come in at some point after having spoken to the family.
Oh yes, well,
I just want to know what their name is and what their current living situation.
Okay, yes, you come to. We can jump to you real quick. Let me find their names. Yeah, you come to a. You ask around. Their names were Let's say, where the frig? Okay, so there was, the mother's name was Myrna Dendrar, and she had had two children. One was a 13-year-old boy named Nars, and an 18-year-old daughter named Nilsa. And you can go and ask around, and some people point you in the right direction, and you come to a functional, no frills kind of cabin, log cabin. That's
Okay.
where they.
Yeah, so I just basically we don't have to roleplay the whole thing, but I just want to. I mean, if you want to, we can. I just want to know what their living situation is, how they're doing, and yeah, that's
So
basically...
you go, you knock on the door. She greets you. She recognizes you. Oh, hi. Hello there. Thank you so much for the other day. Right. Well, things are trying right now, as you might guess. The neighbors have really been a huge help to us. This is a good community, especially now that the red brands are taken care of. We'll make it. It'll be hard for a long time, but we'll make it.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
I appreciate you checking up on us, though.
Of course. If you need anything from the store, I'll have a tab for you.
Oh, well,
And I kind of leave it at that.
thank you.
So,
Appreciate that.
and now I go to the store.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you walk in, and Barthen is talking with the group. Ethan's
Yes.
got a bag of coin that he's trying to give to Barthen, and Barthen's like, no.
Oh no!
This is too much. I do not need
And
this.
sorry, what was the name of the family again? What was their name?
There was, the mother was Myrna Dendrar. So it's the Dendrar family. And then the children's names were Nars and Nilsa. Like Mars with
Okay.
an N and Nilsa.
Okay.
So
So when I'm in there, I walk in, after he finishes this conversation with Ethan, and I put 10 gold on the table. And
Everybody
And I
is
tell
just
him-
trying to force money on me today. What is happening?
well, it's not for you. It's a tab for the Dendrar family.
oh.
I may be back for it if they don't need it, but anything that they need, for as long as this lasts, for them.
That is, pardon me, that is one of the most touching things I've heard in some time.
I pulled it off of the bandit. It's not a big deal.
Oh, but it is for these people. These are simple folk. Yes, of course. I will make sure that this is just for them.
So you're like, wait.
He's trying to copy me.
Oh no, what have I done? Oh no. Oh.
Alright.
Was there anything else I could do for you?
Well, didn't we need some supplies for the trip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going on a trip. All right. What? How long is your trip? What will you be needing?
Well, we've taken the ogre job, so
Ogre job.
Pork.
orc.
Oh, right. The
Your
posting.
one.
The
I said
posting
ogre.
It's
at
actually like a
over-
thing, like in game, yeah.
at the town masters. I saw
Yeah.
something about that.
It was
Well,
orcs.
good on you. Yes, your service to the town never stops. Right. So, I take it you'll be needing maybe some rations. Will you be needing any rope? or perhaps I presume you all look like you'll travel before. You probably have bedrolls and the like, so I suppose we can leave that out. Are you just needing food?
We don't have a wagon anymore, do we? Because the wagon was part of
No.
Oh.
Yeah, because the wagon was part of the deal.
Yeah.
the. Yeah. So, like what? 5 days rations and a wagon.
Oh, I only have the one wagon. I could see about ordering another. Tell you what, I'll go. You said you're heading over to Wyvern Tor to deal with the orc problem. I'll let you borrow the cart. Just bring it back when you're done.
Okay.
And
What about some horses to pull it? Anyone? Do you know anyone in town that could spare some horses? What happened to our horses?
They were with the cart.
Dead?
No, they're part of the cart. He's like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you can.
Well, yeah, then fine.
I'll
It's
let
part
you.
of the cart.
I'll let you borrow the horses. Yeah, just take good care of them. I'll pack
That's,
some extra oats and the like for them.
Very kind.
Well, it's the least I
Thank
could do.
All right. Well, we're good.
So yeah,
Good.
for some extra like rations and the like, and say you guys won't have to worry about any sort of let's see, we'll put it at like for all of you, 6 of you, it's like 5 silver per day for one person. So we'll just say 6 gold for all of you together. 6 gold. You won't have to worry about any sort of supplies or anything. So
Nice.
yep.
Oh, okay.
Hey, this means you have extra days of rations and stuff like that. I mean, hey, he doesn't know unless you specify otherwise. He's just putting together a pack for you, basically.
I'm just gonna make it different.
Okay. Alrighty, so you've all packed your
He's a
things.
grown boy.
Yeah, I don't know if we need anything else really. Like wagon, horse.
You've got some armor for
Rations.
the two warlocks,
Not so big.
studded out,
Put some armor.
fancy armor.
A little bit.
All right, so do you? Right, you had to go talk to the town master. Real quick, let him know. So let's see, you stop by the town master's hall. It's a bit the building is a bit more official looking, but you know it's still nothing too fancy. It's sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and it's got a bell tower at the back. As you walk in, you see Sildar talking with the what you assume is the town master. He's a male human. He's kind of short, wearing nicer clothes, kind of like a suit almost, but it's a little run down. But he's attempting to put up an air of professionalism. Really fat, just fat old guy. Got like a little bit of hair left that he's kind of like combing over. Like he's well past the point of he should probably shave, but he's hanging on, you know, for yeah. He's in denial. He looks up and sees you all. Oh, well, hello there. My friend Sildar here was telling me about all of you. You all were wanting to take care of the orc problem over at Wyvern Tor, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, well, a fine bunch of people you are. Here, let me pull out a map real quick to show you where we assume that the camp is. We're not 100% sure, but we'll get there. I have faith in your abilities. And so, pulls out a map, points out. So if you follow the Sword Mountains here east, and this generally points out the general area. It's about 2 days' travel east of here. And we believe that the orc attacks seem to be originating from this area. I'm sure there'll be some sort of tracks, maybe some smoke from a fire. You should be able to find it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound difficult. Any other information?
No. These orcs are very annoying, I will say that much.
Annoying is one word for it.
Wow, we have been, and like, totally oblivious, doesn't even catch the jab. He's like, why, we have been missing supplies. This suit here is I haven't been able to get a new one. This one has been run down. It is just, I apologize for my appearance. This is in no means appropriate of a man of my station.
Oh, I'm sure. I didn't expect any more. I'm going to leave now.
All right. Right, and 500 gold for your troubles if you deal with the problem.
Reasonable.
Good luck to you.
Doing a 180, not acknowledging that. Just out the door.
So, right, you have you've seen on the map. You can grab your cart and off you go.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Hit the road.
You head
Again.
You head north a little bit along the trail to what?
While we're going right now, right?
Mhm.
Like we're like
Yep,
we're
you're going
starting
along
there.
this. You're coming out of town. There's the mud road.
So while we're traveling, I'm going to kind of ease my way to Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Malachi.
Yes. I'm probably at the front. I'm driving the cart, probably. Like, yes.
I heard you talking about that you were going to go talk to that family that we found in the prison of the Red Brand Keep, or Manor, or whatever.
Yeah, they seem to be doing okay.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tap on Crane's shoulder.
Oh no.
Bony tap on the shoulder.
I'm trying to. Oh,
Glovey hand.
Ethan? Yes?
Hold out the bag with a red ribbon.
Is this for me? What is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna peek inside.
You see about
So you'll be happy now.
10 gold coins.
I'm gonna look down and be like, what is this for? Is it for the job or not the job? The information that I offered you earlier?
What information?
Or when you were talking about that she or whatever.
Oh. No, I just wanted to. You seem to really care about those stones, so I thought that you would like them.
First, it's metal, not stone.
I look over it like you're all like,
Bill strolling him, dude. Nobody knows what money is in this party.
Well,
specifically, like.
I didn't
this
call
is
it
some
so-
people are very familiar.
I think I
Is
did
this
describe it as metal, didn't I? I think I did. I'm like 99%
Yeah,
sure
he
I
got.
did.
Hey, information got jumbled, man, between point A and point B. There's something happened.
Evidently. Trying to play telephone,
So
ain't
I-
working.
I'm gonna be like, well, I don't like owing debts. Tell me the information you want, and I'd see if I can find it for you. I'm not gonna turn down gold.
And seeing as I probably heard onto that, I'm like, why don't you use that coin to try and help him get the info? Doesn't seem very capable of doing it himself.
But it was for a gift.
You can give him a gift back of the info.
My contacts, I usually don't pay them. I usually do jobs for them for information. I usually
You
get
really
paid.
care about these stones, don't you?
He doesn't.
Well, yeah, it's my way of life.
I mean metal. I'm sorry.
It's gold.
Ethan, you use those things to trade for other things. It's kind of like
Like, I could
how
trade
it
this
works.
coin for food, information, sex.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Suddenly Ethan snatches the
Whoa.
coins back.
Oh, like what this is
Boy!
And gives them to Yarl instead. Hashtag shit.
Wait,
good
what's
Christian boy.
Dude, what's sex?
No.
Thorn leans over.
I almost spat
vaguely
water.
Describes it to him, just like, "Hey, it's and then Birds and the Beast comes out.
As you're describing, like, I'm just like saying, like, kind of like jumbling like coins. Like, as you get into like the action, and you just like throw them up in the air, like, oh my god!
That's a thing.
He just learned what puberty was.
So
Do
I'm,
that? Is that what happens?
And I
I'm
lean
gonna
over
put-
to him and I'm like, immoral people do that.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
I
I'm
gotta be
gonna
American.
tie the coin pouch using the ribbon to my waistband where I keep my other coin pouch. I'm like, what's the information you seek? See if I can help.
I already told him what he wants.
Well, if you could perhaps maybe spot a flying castle somewhere, that would be great.
That's a pretty noticeable thing. I'm sure someone has heard of it or seen it. Or
You would think. I can't find it again.
well,
There's this wizard named Hal.
Nice.
that was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one. So I mean, I appreciate the gift, Ethan. Crane is extremely uncomfortable looking.
I just thought you really like those medals. Look back at like Euro, just like yes, this is it.
It would
We're doing it.
coins, really,
This was-
coins would be the more appropriate term because they're coin shaped, and I'm done here actually.
Coin shaped. What's it? They just look like rocks. What do you mean?
Were
They
there,
have these
Rapidly
cool
just becoming
engravings.
annoyed.
were there
Like the
any?
bewilderment is over, and it's just annoyance.
Yeah.
Like,
Were there any other inter-party conversations, or are we continuing
Yeah,
on?
I
from
wanna-
that?
I want to go to Yerl and with the scroll and be like, so I vaguely know what this is. Do you know what this is? Just like hand it to him.
Yeah, I'll take a gander at it. Is that like an Arcana check?
Let me look up something real quickie like.
a good
You
attack
do
of
that.
piss, lads.
How dare you?
You're fucking ready. this over?
Alrighty.
Is it
So,
over?
it's go ahead. I'm gonna say, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Okay. That's 5.
That's a spell scroll.
it's a scroll, alright.
It casts a
As
spell.
they're like looking at it, I'm just like, Gopher. It's like, Euro, what are you doing?
Well, Thorin gave me this scroll to look at. It's definitely magical. Couldn't tell you what exactly it is.
What are you
Maybe
doing?
you want to take a look at it?
We are leeching.
Is it possible for me to know? I guess.
It is possible, yeah. You've done some
Hi,
reading
Oh.
and
The
training
wizard
yourself.
asks if he can identify a scroll.
21.
Okay. You take a look at this, and as you first glance at it, it looks maybe kind of familiar. Like the aspects of it look familiar.
It's a spell.
And as you kind of look more into it, you don't know it right off the bat, but by like studying it for some time, studying the writing and the incantations that are needed, you discover that this is a spell scroll of augury, which is a spell that you probably maybe didn't even really know about before. But you know that you can basically ask some other interplanar being about a course of action that you'll take within the next 30 minutes, and you'll get a result back of if it's going to be good, bad, good or bad.
For the love of God, be concise. Use it like a genie wish.
So
It's true.
so essentially, like, as you study it, you didn't know it at first, but your mind picks up very quickly on it, and you learn about this spell by studying it.
Frank, what's that wizard thing?
What was the thing?
Can I copy the spell?
I don't think so. I don't think it's on the wizard list, is it?
I don't know.
It looks like it's a cleric
Yeah, I think it's
spell?
cleric.
spell. It's a
I
cleric
know
spell.
that spell.
Yes.
Mab knows that spell.
Yes.
Sweating sore shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't think it's on the wizard spell list. So you
It's
could
not.
use a. Well, it is.
It's not. No.
No, it's not.
Why? Oh, this is what it is.
He describes to you Thorn.
When I hear that, and I'm like, oh, I can do that. I just asked Cord. I get this feeling about something.
Who's
I
Cord?
totally. Cord?
That's a good question.
Cord?
Oh, and we've begun the Mormon shit.
Cord. Well, he's
Horde.
no Cord with a K. He's the
Okay.
god that's gonna help me. Well, save my.
Wait, you
people.
know a god?
Whoa.
Yeah. What kind of?
Oh my God! If you don't
Where-
know what a cleric is,
Oh,
they
right.
must be
Wait.
so badass.
Wait,
Well,
where
kind
did you
of.
meet him?
So this is how it works. Like, I talked to him, and
Wait, on
Kinda
a regular
do things.
basis?
well, yeah, it's kind of more of a one-way street, but he
Well, that doesn't seem
sort of
right.
he sort of sends me on like on quests and such, and
Does Cord like those,
gives me
those
powers.
medals?
Kind of. He's more interested in
Like, if I gave you medals, would Cord also talk to me?
maybe he's
You
more.
could give him the Cord.
But he's more interested in like big accomplishments, like if you show how strong you are, or if you stop someone who's like a tyrant or something like that. That's what he's into. Some gods like money, but
Oh god.
he's not really interested in that as much.
I don't think cranes could be friends with Cord.
But yeah, kind of like I kinda
doubt
like
there are
talk to
many
him.
gods that would be friends of me. Honestly,
I kind of like talk to him, and he gives me gives me abilities and helps me do things, and then I can like do stuff for him, and generally just try and be a good person. That's how that goes. I'm kind of learning it still. I'm sort of new to this. I've only been. I'm not really formally trained, you know. But you know when I can like
trained in
heal
what?
people, well, in like being a cleric. You know, I'm just kind of winging it, really. But like when I like heal people and stuff,
I'm
like
just
that's Cord.
what?
Cord's doing that.
Yeah. The abilities I have, I'm learning as I go as well. But I don't know a god. It seems like I kind of lucked out on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can rely on him. He kind of saved me when I was kind of on my own. So yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
It's pretty
how
cool,
did
you know.
you get your magical abilities? Well, yeah, it is pretty cool, I guess.
Oh, you know.
You know.
Okay.
No experience there?
This is like a stare off into the distance, like thinking memories. Just like some stuff happened.
Yeah, some stuff happened to me too.
Stuff happens to a lot of people, I guess.
I think we can.
So-
I'll say we've been through stuff.
just so
stuff
you
has happened.
know,
Yeah.
the second you mentioned like religion, Crane put fucking earwax, like, or put wax in his ears, like.
So, basically, when I was young, my tribe is sort of slaves to another god. It's not really a good relationship.
Do you know that god?
Well, he tried to kill me, and I was exiled from my tribe, so I wouldn't say we're on speaking
You
terms.
know so many gods.
Well, they're all around us. They kind of.
Here we go. Oh boy.
They,
Do gods
I mean-
normally come to save people?
well, not always, but I don't know. That's kind of why I follow him. So, like, I was alone, and when I was like 12 years old, and just like roaming through the mountains up in the north, and I kind of lost some time and showed up in Neverwinter and sort of was taken in by the monastery there, and now here I am.
Okay. Just
What?
like all that. Nothing. Like in my head, I'm just like.
No happy backstories.
This is gonna get super dark. Yeah.
Yikes.
It's just like, oh, I'm glad someone came to save you when you were in trouble.
Well, now I just want to overthrow Tempest and let my tribe live in peace. Like, I'm not. I don't know. I was hoping that maybe
who's
you guys could
Tempest?
help me do that. Well, he's the god he's the evil one.
I'm not
There's so
100%
many.
sure I can kill a god.
Well, we don't have to kill the god. We just have to
Wait, what?
we just have to beat his champion. Like,
You guys can kill gods?
no, but like one day
Um,
we don't have to actually kill the god himself, but we have to free my tribe from it. I hope one day that we can do that, or I can do that.
Well, we're friends. I can help you do that. Wait, we're friends, right?
Well, I mean,
I have a
the first
bag
time I've heard you
thing
say that,
where Crane, he was telling me how people really like these medals. So, just like your god, I can, yeah.
yeah. I mean, you don't have to buy my friendship, but if
What are you talking about?
if you'll help me,
It's a gift. Everyone, else, everyone really seemed to like them. So, I don't really see the point, but
Money is numerical happiness.
if you'll help me free my tribe, then yeah, of course we're friends. No one's ever offered to help me with that before.
well,
You ever offer any coin to people? Usually gets their minds flowing.
kind of.
I'm but a humble cleric.
I don't really. Well,
I'm not a very good one at that. Goblins attack. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so you all
Save us.
yes, you all. I'm gonna let you guys do as much RP as you want. I don't want to cramp on your style. So yes,
I
you.
mean, if we're overthrowing a god and destroying a champion, I'm pretty much down for that. This sounds like a great way to get my name out there.
Well,
It's like a resume builder.
I'm looking at that as more of a goal than a current task thing. It is up in the north after all.
So
Bottom line, I mean, like, Goliath shouldn't be raiding human settlements.
Yes.
He should be going on great hunts and
What?
you know,
see you. Pointing at Moyer.
What?
What
Guess
about
we're
him?
seeing the same kind of magic. It's weird. Do you know each other?
No, man.
so
Maybe.
Nothing.
What did you? What did he say?
yeah,
You see his weapon? It's weird.
yeah, you're gonna have to stage.
Do you see his weapon?
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's probably has some magic
Yeah, I
with it.
described my benefactor. They need to describe their sugar daddy now. No,
So.
Well,
and by the way,
Huh.
fucking Crane just turned into Han Solo for fuck's sake. I don't
Yeah.
believe in religion.
No, it's not that he doesn't believe. It's that gods don't like him. Gods don't like him.
Oh, gods don't like him. Ah, dude, there's
no.
plenty of gods who like him.
dude, Lady Luck, he's clout.
You could probably
Yep.
find one
Within a couple.
that'll use you for something. So as you guys
Viking?
chatter on amongst yourselves, notably Ethan, just like actually talking, actually telling a little bit about himself. He's still a strange one.
Aren't we all though?
Right. He fits. Is possibly one of the few places he might actually fit in. So you continue on. You've gone out north a little bit to the edge of some hills to your east, and then you kind of start to turn off the road. You can see to your right as you travel east. There's the Sword Mountains, these high snow-capped peaks.
I totally forgot about fucking ritual casting augury and asking which one we should do.
You're on your way now. You're a new cleric, you know. You're still new to this whole thing. You can do that.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
So as you travel, at this point, so the last few days have been pretty sunny. Today it's a bit more cloudy. And as the day continues, the clouds get a little bit heavier. You see the kind of to your left, it's mostly grassland, a few trees scattered here and there. And you continue on for the day. As it starts to get closer to nightfall, a little bit of a drizzle starts. Nothing too heavy, but a little bit of a sprinkle. And it's starting to get dark now. You're coming to probably the end of how much you'd want to travel in a day. So you guys can make camp. I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you kind of pull up there to the hills, kind of at the base of the mountains. And you set up your camp. Who's taking first watch?
Me.
I'll take all the watch.
Okay.
Oh, I'm staying up. Like even if you're taking all the watch. I'm
Okay.
staying
So
up
Crane
for
and
at least
Ethan
a
up
few hours.
first.
Oh, I hope you guys are ready for this.
No, good lord.
Oh no.
So you all find your way to sleep. Crane and Ethan, go ahead.
I wanna go ahead and ritual cast augury.
Okay, go ahead.
What
What question would you like to ask?
Shit. Oh god
Oh.
damn it! I broke the bismuth part
Why'd you do
Um,
that?
because I'm a dumbass.
Will we find out the location of what's the name of the castle? Cragmaw Castle? On our current path to
So-
Worm.
What you have?
I
You have
thought
to
it was
ask
good,
like.
bad,
It's
good
yeah.
part
You
was
can
the-
get the result. You basically get the other thing is augury. I probably should have mentioned. It's
Okay.
It's like an action that
Oh.
you're going to take within the next 30 minutes.
Oh.
It's like
So
a.
it's like if I attack this goblin right here,
Yeah.
Oh. Shit.
Will
is
I
it
die?
bad?
It's not like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically,
It's not like a
says-
divination
Yeah.
spell. It's like a. Hey God, if I like go in that tunnel over there, am I
Yeah.
gonna die?
So basically, you lay out like some sticks, or roll dragon bones, or cards,
Okay,
or
never
some other divining tool.
I'm good.
And so it's a course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. So,
Okay.
and then you get an omen out of it, essentially.
Never mind then. We're good. Everything's fine.
So,
Can I do that for a decision? Like, could I have done it like before we left?
Sure. So,
Okay, but I don't care. Like, now we already made the decision.
yeah. So, you were asking, is this going to prove fruitful for you, essentially?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you cast the spell. Do you have, like, any sort of cards you're laying out, or are you, like, rolling bones, like, maybe
Let's see, which
laying
one would
down
it be?
stick? There's stick. You take some sticks, probably, and kind of...
Yeah, I am more nature-oriented,
Okay.
so it is more of a...
So
Yeah,
you're not going to use human
sticks.
thumb bones?
So as you cast the sticks down, and to anybody else, it just looked like a jumble of sticks. But as the divine presence of cord, some small fraction of it, kind of envelops you, you get the feeling that will prove fruitful. Something good will come of this.
Alright, I sleep pretty well then.
Holy shit, he can.
What's that? What do you mean, holy shit, he can? Talk to God?
To a degree, he kind of can.
High-level clerics, they straight up, like, have full-on conversations, so... One day.
Like, hey, God.
What up,
Okay.
Cord?
What's going on, man?
Help me out, buddy.
So,
Need some help.
I need some perception checks from
Oh, boy.
the people on watch.
Oh, I get to, like, redo my spells,
18?
actually.
Okay. Ethan?
Well,
12? Okay. Right, so you kind of get your tent set up and you look out from the camp. You're kind of up against a bit of a hill. It gives you a little bit of shelter from prying eyes. You look around, you hear the faint drizzle of the rain tapping against the tarps of the tents. Your shift watch comes to a close, uneventful. Number 2.
Also, I'd like to note, like, whenever like we're doing like waking up orders, Crane is gonna be like the second one up because Ethan doesn't.
Yeah. So you're early riser. Gotcha.
Very early riser. Like,
Good enough. All right. So who's up second?
Thorn.
Thorn. Okay.
Yep.
Crane, you go off to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Thorn, you wake up. Ethan's still there. Doesn't move. Just waves to you as you come. So at this point, you realize you've never seen Ethan sleep.
Unfazed.
All right.
I mean,
Hardcore.
I'm gonna like saddle up next to Ethan and just kind of like poke him to make sure he's awake. You awake, buddy?
what? Hi.
Oh, okay. I'm just thinking.
Which Thorn himself doesn't necessarily sleep in the traditional sense. He's an elf, so he
He just kind of meditates.
he goes into a meditative state, which you kind of got halfway. See how much you sleep? Yeah, you'd probably about
watch would
halfway,
be like 2
halfway
hours, so
done.
yeah.
It's like 4. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
for an elf.
Oh,
for
Yeah.
him to get his full rest, it's 4 hours. So yeah, you're about halfway through. You can resume it, and get your full rest. Once again, second verse, same as the first. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, feel free to insert anything.
I have a quick augury, and this question is actually a good one. If I prepare for one difficult encounter today, for specifically one difficult encounter, how will that go?
Are you trying to say that, like...
I'm going to set up my spells for a single encounter rather than multiple.
Okay. So you're saying, will that go well for you or go poorly for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see the limits of augury. What can
Yeah, it's fine.
Gotta really, like... I'm not terribly familiar with this spell.
I'm basically asking you, do I need to take prayer of healing or not? Do I need to prepare it?
The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before completing next long rest, there's a 25% chance it's just random, so you're still within the 2.
I just made a long rest, yeah.
Yeah, so you're still within the 2. It says the spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. I'm trying to decide if that means...
What we all think it means.
Okay, so you're basically saying, like, should I prepare essentially a big old nuke or something like that?
Yeah, I can do nukes, or I can do, like, the stained, like...
Okay. You get back kind of mixed.
Mixed,
Kind of, you know, could go either way.
Okay, that's fine.
So. Alright.
Gosh, I like knowing all my spells. It's, like, a pretty cool feeling. All the cleric spells, I know them all.
Yeah,
you know?
pretty much.
Bear whatever I want.
Cannot relate.
Cannot relate. Alright, warlocks, man.
Cannot relate.
Yeah, but that short rest life, though. Alright, so, once again, comes to
That
a close.
cantrip life.
Third watch. Who's ate it?
I'll go
I
for
will,
it.
because I just casted the augury.
Okay. So Malachi, you rouse. Thorn, you go to kind of meditate for a couple more hours. Ethan doesn't move. He was there when you came to watch, and he's still there when you leave. Malachi, you take your position. I didn't have you guys roll perception checks. Frick, whatever. Perception checks one more time. Don't worry about it, Thorn.
14.
19.
Okay.
He's used to the surroundings, so he's gonna pick up on more things because he's been staring at it.
He also does have dark vision, which is helpful.
I do.
I do not, but I have the light cantrip, so I can just like have
14
that like going around.
and what were the two again? Sorry, 14
19.
19. Okay, so the two of you,
Kill you, Tyler.
the two of you continue to watch. Once again, the rain as the night goes on, the rain gets steadily a little bit heavier. And as you're watching, you hear a strange sound. Both of you do. You hear kind of like some rustling. And then you kind of hear this strange
It's a kitty.
moan of sorts. You just kind of hear this. And as you look, there's two little figures coming out of the night, kind of shambling along. Ethan, with your dark vision, you can see him further off, and you get a better look at him before Malachi eventually. You got two humanoid figures, flesh kind of falling off of them. Yes, you gather these are undead.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
I will give you the opportunity to rouse your... Because they're not moving too fast. I will give you the opportunity to rouse your group.
Alarm!
I cast the light on my helmet, and I like everybody up.
All right, you all hear there's this light, this bright flash of light as you poke your head outside the tent. You see this giant beacon coming off of Malachi's
Glowing
head.
helmet.
As these things see this light, they start to sprint forward. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Don't worry about a battle map for this. There's no point.
I love being a fucking rogue.
Oh my god, dude, why?
I rolled a
Orphan.
fat one.
Nice.
Dude, my physical dice are not doing it for me this week, I guess.
I am the king of bad initiative. I just want to turn
Aw,
on
Crane, come on.
Wow. Hard flex, TV.
Oh, shit. Wow, that, statistically speaking, was a very bad set of rolls.
All right,
Crane's gonna
so
one-shot him anyway.
top of the order, we have Crane and Thorn with the 21. Nicely done. Next, we have Moyer with a 13. We have Ethan with a 10. Malachi's got his 5.
Front of the bus sucks.
As per usual.
And then it just seems like, I mean, clerics
Just
in
so I can heal you
particular
after you
just
take the damage.
seem
I
particularly
lied to
cursed
you.
with
That's
bad
not.
initiatives.
I have 23 initiative.
Okay, well, you're going first then. And
I
then
forgot
you're
that on my
all
first
bringing
one.
up the rear, Vanguard.
I got you back.
Yeah, he's the last
Way
defense.
back.
With a 1. Alrighty. First up, Crane. You see these two humanoids, undead looking, that have these, like, unnatural claws at the end of their hands. They don't look like just typical zombies.
I'm gonna get infected with all sorts of AIDS.
And it's your go. And they are running at your camp. Just the two that you can
Okay.
see.
Are they like right next to each other?
They're probably within, like, 10 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to go up and attack Zombie 1.
Okay.
Um,
Ghoul number 1. Gotcha.
Are they far enough away from each other that I get sneak attack?
Because of your isolated, like, if they're 5 feet. Yeah, they're like 10 feet away, so I think it's, if anything's within 5 feet, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your sneak attack.
Cool.
Because Swashbuckler, welcome to it.
That's a 19, and that's a 21.
That hits, bro.
So it'll be 3, 9, 10 plus 6. That's 16 damage.
Okay. Nicely done. So, and this is with both weapons?
Yes, 2 short swords.
Okay. And
Wait,
then,
so you went from like kind of daggery to like now you're just like a ha 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 ha. Like you've definitely changed a little.
I am more of a dueler than like a take someone by surprise kind of thing.
So you're less edgy now. You're more of a panache fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, panache is even one of the features, like the name of it. Right. So you carve into this thing. You hack this thing with 16 points of damage. So yeah, you carve into this thing, cutting off large chunks. The thing kind of just like gurgles at you. It is, I mean, barely holding together.
And then after that, I want to move back next to using fancy footwork back to
So
Malachi.
they were probably. Oh, you can use dash as a. No, you already used your bonus action.
Yeah.
So they were probably, by the time you went, I would say you could probably back away like 5 or 10 feet.
as much as I can.
Yeah.
Just
So
it's
you're
not that
now
important.
10 feet away, but you don't provoke an attack of opportunity because Swashbuckler.
You're fancy, man.
Yep. All right. Next up,
Huzzah.
Thorn.
I
One
wanna
of
use
them
Firebolt.
barely holding together.
I want to use Firebolt on the one that hasn't been hit yet.
That hasn't been hit yet. All right. Go ahead and roll attack.
That's 13.
13 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, sweet. Oh, for sure I wouldn't. 6 damage.
Okay. So you chuck a firebolt at the second one. So Thorns, I think this is the first time Thorns used a.
That's why he's using it, is because
Yeah.
he's super excited that he gets to
So
use
Thorn all giddy like summons a little bit of fire and then launches it at the ghoul. It hits it and scorches a piece and it like turns to ash. And there's a little hole kind of in its upper chest. And is there anything else you'd like to do? You're about.
For my bonus action, can I actually draw my longsword? Or would that have to be a full action?
That's an ash. We'll give it to you. That's fine.
Okay.
I might just start doing that. I think what we'll start doing is stowing and drawing weapons. I'm gonna say, okay, so if you're to put a weapon away and to bring a new one out as an action, if you're just pulling one out, that's a bonus. Or if you want to drop your current weapon just on the ground where you are and pull out a new one,
Yeah, and I'm
that's a
going
bonus.
two-handed with it.
Yeah, that's fine. So you,
I don't sheath my hammer. I just carry it around,
so
like clipped to my
Yeah.
side.
all right, so and then you draw your new shiny sword Talon. Next up, Moyer, it is your go.
Yeah, I'm just going to use an Eldritch Blast on the one that's fire-bolted, I guess.
The one that's been firebolted?
I'm shocked.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Eldritch Blast.
You'll never
Eldritch.
believe what Warlock will do.
That is a 25.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Yeah,
Dang.
I just completely lost my dice. There it goes.
Do you guys have like really OP Eldritch Blast yet, or is it kind of like?
That's not a
8.
level 3.
I did
Yeah.
it.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. You launch. So this thing takes basically just like kind of rapid fire. First a blast of fire, and then eldritch energy as another chunk flies off of it. Its movement slows. It's shambling a bit more off balance. It's definitely taking damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that should be it.
Cool. Next up is Ethan.
All right.
Here I go. These strange undead things, unlike ones you've seen before. One... Actually, at this point, they're both looking pretty rough.
Yeah. Spectral hand's gonna appear.
You have to talk a little bit louder than that.
Spectral hand will appear.
Chill touch.
Yes.
Alright.
15.
15 hits.
Sweet. Thought it wasn't actually. Oh no. That's 2 necrotic damage
Okay.
on whichever one you want to pick, and that one also has a disadvantage until my next turn.
Okay. Disadvantage on what?
Attack roll.
Okay. Well, it is now the 2 ghouls' turn, because they rolled initiative pretty close to each other. Alright, so the first one that got hacked at by Crane goes after Crane. It runs up to you, claws outstretched, as it takes a swipe. First attack.
No
Well,
way. Not gonna happen.
where the frig my dice go? Whatever, I'll use a different one.
There is no dice.
That is a 12. I don't think that hits.
No, my god, I'd be in so much trouble if it did.
I don't think that hits. All right, and then it just kind of and slashes out at you. You duck it pretty easily. You've dealt with better opponents than this. Next is the second one, and right now you're probably the closest, so it's going to take another slash at you because it's just going for whatever it is it can reach. Ooh, that is a 23. Rolled a 19.
Didn't one of them have disadvantage?
Oh, it does. Yes, this one does have disadvantage. You're right.
The catch.
That's a 21 because it rolled a 17.
Well,
Good
I
catch
tried.
though.
We tried, boys.
All right. Damage is that is 5 points of slashing damage. So, and then, so yeah, it comes up, it slashes at you. This second one manages to kind of clip the front of your chest. Your armor catches a lot of it, but little scratches across your shoulders. As the slashes hit, there's this pain, this kind of searing pain with it. I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 16.
Alright, so your muscles all tighten and tense across your entire body, and then you manage to shrug it off. The claws did not seem to have their effect on you, besides a little bit of damage. So, yeah, that's it. Next up, Malachi. Your go. There are 2 not so hot looking creatures. Ghouls.
Well, if they're already injured, then I'll have to go for a Toll the Dead
Mm-hmm.
on the one that's been that got hit by the firebolt and stuff.
Sure.
He's gonna have to give me a wisdom saving throw because there's no way he's a wise boy. That's not.
You don't know that. How about an 11?
That's not good enough. Haha.
Huzzah!
So
We have him, boys.
he's missing hit points, so he takes 1d12 necrotic damage.
Mhm.
Pew 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 pew.
There's that one-eye baby.
9 necrotic damage.
Okay. So
That's it. That's all it's got.
that's fine. So Malachi casts some sort of cantrip at this thing.
So I point at it. I point at it, and like these like the sounds of bells fill the air around it for a moment, basically.
the reverberations visibly shake
Like your time is
the
up.
ghoul, and it starts to fall apart, and then just kind of falls to pieces on the ground. No more.
See, told you. Time was up.
All right, now Ural, it is your turn.
Well, I actually was gonna do something different until there's only one. So,
I was gonna try.
guess you're gonna Eldritch
Do
Blast.
it. Do it,
fine.
Warlock. Do it.
That is what is my modifier?
I feel like I can count how many times you've hit that spell on one hand.
I think that,
Well-
that would have been one of the first times that something.
15.
I'll check.
15 hits. None of you have missed yet. Armor class
Alright.
is 12.
Dang.
They're
10 force damage.
Okay, you blast the head right off this thing. It crumples and falls.
So is it like a Skyrim skeleton that you hit with an arrow?
It's got more meat holding it together. So, no, but the head goes rolling. And just like almost as soon as the fight started, appears to be over. They didn't even really make it to your camp. You look around, it doesn't appear there's any others, just the two.
That's unnerving.
It is kind of unnerving.
Classic.
So,
Hello, webcam. I would like you to focus.
yeah, it went blurry.
Oh, wait.
Hey, there you are.
There you go.
Dang it.
Alright. Anything else you guys would like to do, or just go right back to sleep?
I don't loot a.
You go and you check the bodies. There are some gross, like, loincloths and, like, what's left of a shirt. Not a whole lot on these things.
They
There's
seem
no
like
wallet
they-
with an ID that says I was fucked by a necromancer. Like,
Nope. Nope,
Okay.
these things are...
Can I burn the bodies for charcoal?
why would you? God,
If you wanna
that's
burn
gonna
the
smell
bodies?
awful.
You can burn them.
What? I need charcoal. I want to get a familiar.
I mean, you also probably potentially had a campfire that you could... Yeah, burn them! Do it!
I was gonna say, like,
Please
look,
don't.
Do it.
There's rotting corpses sitting everywhere. No,
So bad.
throw them in the fire. We'll make a bonfire. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Do it.
Will it?
So, Thorn gathers up some bodies and sets fire to them, probably with a cantrip, because why would he not if he just learned how to do that?
I was gonna say I'm just gonna like toss them in the middle of our fire ring and then use bonfire.
Alright.
Go to Malachi and be like, is this normal?
No. Honestly, I don't know. I've never dealt with like ghouls and actual
Fucking
like.
elves.
It's
better to just
get rid of the body.
This is what people do to, like, skeletons and stuff.
Well,
I'm just going to
Oh,
things
oh, I
actually,
poked myself in the eye.
on a personal
Why'd you do
level.
that?
so like,
Fucking Derek.
here's the thing: is that like they weren't. How do I put this? I need. So you know how you're like intelligent, right? Like you think.
What do you mean? What are you even talking about?
Ethan. You know
Yeah.
how you're like intelligent.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
normal human.
Yeah. So like,
Sure.
so like, those things weren't. So
Well, yeah.
It's okay
Yeah,
to kill
that's
people
why-
if they're stupid.
It's also like a good thing to do with a dead body is, you know,
Yeah.
burn it,
I-
get rid of
It's
it.
a way to honor the dead.
Yeah.
Honor
and-
the dead.
So this is
Like, I
normal.
don't- well, I don't
And-
think
and
that the
cookies?
like the people who used to inhabit those bodies would want them like out trying to kill people.
Yeah, this
How-
is
how
Thorne's
close
way
were we
of
to being,
honoring
like-
the dead is literally
So,
to burn the
to
body.
prevent that
Like,
from
it's the most
happening-
honorable thing you can think of right now.
Well, depending on
close
what
were
your
we to
religion
ending
you
our
have,
long
what
rest?
you would do.
You guys, it's getting close to the end.
We long rested before we left. You still?
Can I
Oh, you
get my
need
HP back?
5 hit points.
Can I
Um,
use like a hit die?
yeah, you could definitely, yeah,
Could at least
use
be a
it.
short rest.
A hit
Yeah.
die, yeah, you can use a hit die, get it back.
So like, yeah. So okay, this is what I tell Ethan. I'm like, well, so those were like mindless zombies. So like, prevent them from attacking other people. That's what we have to do. Like, I don't like burning bodies.
I got 5
unless-
HP back perfectly.
nice.
Unless it's like ceremonial, but if we don't burn those bodies, they'll attack other people.
Just seems like people don't like things that are different.
But I am being honorable and burning it.
All you wanted
It
was
is not me
charcoal.
burning it because I'm a psychopath.
Yes, you are. You just wanted charcoal.
Exactly.
Even though we literally have a fire right there.
So
It's a happy byproduct.
you all finish your long rests. Ghoul problem dealt with. Wasn't anything too serious. You're on to the next day. You wake as you come to in the morning. The rain is coming down quite heavy at this point. What's up, Crane?
Were they human bodies? Could I tell?
They looked to be once.
Okay.
They look like they've been. It might have been some time since they were human. They look like they kind of been twisted over time. So, like I said, the claws quite unnatural. Like the finger bones kind of extend to almost like edged points. So.
Fucking terrifying. No, no,
Which, I mean, now they're mostly ash, bits and pieces, you know, but you gather they're probably not gonna be able to rise again. Right, so, you move on, traveling, who's going to be guiding, I'm gonna have, like, 2 people can be guiding the party along with the cart and everything.
I like driving the cart.
Okay,
I'm a cart driver, man.
I would be up in the front, like surveying and surroundings and stuff.
okay.
I can use
I was
navigator
gonna
tools.
say I can do animal handling, so I can help with the cart.
I mean, getting the horses are very well like they're broken in. They're pretty agreeable.
Don't take this thing. This is my thing, all right? Don't get away from.
So,
Fine, I'm just gonna sit there and look grumpy.
all right. So, as you're going
I
along,
want to put the horses.
who?
You're an elf.
I'm gonna-
You're supposed to be aloof.
Also, I know that
Yeah,
nobody else in
but I
this
can look
group is
grumpy and aloof at the
charismatic
same
and
time. It's called
anyway.
resting bitch face.
Yeah, none of us are the
So-
charisma patrol. Exactly.
Well, the warlock's got charisma.
I have a charisma score, but
It's
characters
so-
are kind of.
Yeah.
But the characters are kind of awkward.
Let me handle this.
So, as you continue on,
The
the
god.
rain coming down heavy, kind of starts. As you travel for some hours, you're pretty soaked at this point. You're a little miserable.
building a
Maybe you don't
shield above
care.
my head.
Yeah, use your little shield to try to shelter yourself as much as you can. So Malachi and Crane, you start getting closer near the end of the day. It's getting closer to dusk, but it's not. You still have a few hours left. You're getting closer to the area that was pointed out to you on the map. So you probably want to start keeping an eye out for this camp. You, Malachi and Crane, you can roll either a perception or a survival check, whether you're looking to track or you're just kind of looking at the scenery.
They're all this. It's all the same to me, team.
I got an
Perception.
unnatural 20.
I got a 9.
On
Perception.
perception, okay.
I got a 9.
On
I
perception
rolled
as well,
like shit.
or tracking.
Survivable.
Okay. Crane, you keep your eyes kind of to the landscape, the area around. You're getting to more heavily wooded areas, lots of hills. Malachi, you do see every once in a while you see some footprints from some animals and stuff like that. Nothing that looks too terribly much like what you're looking for. However,
I would know what orc footprints look like.
Yeah, they're not at all what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Just other wildlife.
I know orcs. Like,
Orc
if there were like a half orc in our party randomly, then I would probably know about it. So
I mean,
I'm an orc expert.
I'm gonna say,
Orcs.
okay, I will say, you guys have spent more time with the group. Yes, Yarol appears to be reminiscent of a little bit of orc.
I was totally trolling. Yeah.
I'm good.
Nice.
But no, like he's a little like he's not he doesn't look full blood.
Does he have tusks? Or is he Ford?
I liked it.
that's
Or is he
trouble.
what?
Do
he
you have
Ford?
tusks, or are they
that's
like
Ford.
ground off or anything?
Ford.
It's up to you.
Did you grind out? Did you grind down your tusks all your life? Or did you grow them?
No. They're not that
He
big,
has
but
tusks. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like yeah.
yeah.
So you start to gather. He's probably got a little bit of orc in him.
Yeah.
So
Half orc, half Triton for sure.
you'd have to ask.
No, I'm not worried about it.
All right.
I'm still working on
Hey,
Crane.
buddy, what are you? What the fuck are you? Shit.
Wow.
Why is all
Oh?
his characters racist?
Yeah, but this
Frank's
time
the
it's
least racist
intentional.
character I've ever played.
Hey, at least yeah.
So
this is why
anyway, yes,
kinda has
as
a
you're all
reason.
traveling, Crane.
Uh-huh.
The faint smell of smoke hangs on the air as you ascend a rugged ridge on the lower slopes of a hill. 50 yards away, you see a cave mouth that opens up at the bottom of a ravine. You take this as probably where the smoke's coming from. Down by a boulder, 20 yards outside the cave, keeping watch, is a single orc.
I'm gonna like hold everyone. I'm gonna like stop, and I'm gonna pull out my short sword and be like, "You smell that?" Then I'm gonna turn to the party and be like,
Yeah. Totally.
and I'm gonna point out the cave mouth and then the orc.
All right, and you all look, and sure enough,
So
you
what's the plan?
Well, I'll go on first, as per usual.
Well, what if we do like a diversion thing? So like,
I'd rather them not know we're coming at all.
well, but like Thorn and I could just like continue on the trail, like we're driving the coach.
Are we close enough to be
Stealth
seen
here.
yet? Like, would I know?
You're still behind a ridge, so they don't see you yet. No.
Well, like, here's my
But
thought.
you're
Thorn
not
and
that
I-
far out, like say like 50 yards or so. Like it's like just down the hill.
Thorn and I can drive the cart and like act as decoys, and then you stealthier group in range, like people with more range can catch them off guard when they attack us.
I don't think anyone else here is as inclined to the shadows as I am.
Well, yeah, but they've got range.
Why don't you just go in?
Range, yeah.
Go in because it's a what?
Stay unkind people.
We don't know they're evil, okay?
I'll make you look
Make some
like an
soup
orc,
and
and
let's
you
go.
can go in.
I'll find out if they're evil when I.
Wait, he can make you into an orc. He just said he'd make you into an orc. You
Wait,
can
what?
do that?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I guess I could only do it to myself. Never mind. I could go in.
Okay, well,
Wait, do we trust the social?
Galaxy brain.
Wait,
that is Plan Z
what if
on the
you're
third
my
alphabet.
prisoner?
We're all your prisoner?
Yeah,
I'm a 7-foot-tall Goliath.
Who is still armed.
be totally believable.
So here's the plan. I'm going to sneak up.
I really
behind that orc.
like your contribution, but I'm a little nervous about how that could go. If we have to put our weapons away and whatnot, like we need to be ready.
I will
Yeah.
sneak up behind that orc,
I can always have a
put a blade to his throat, and interrogate him.
Caleb, are orcs inherently savage and evil?
Your experience with them is generally points to yeah. You've yet to find an orc that was agreeable.
Also, we are on a contract to hostile orcs everywhere, raiding
Yeah.
people. And they
Yeah.
look like highwaymen.
Are you
They're in the
okay with
perfect
this?
situation. I'm gonna go now.
He said he was fine with it.
Back me up.
I'm,
Okay.
Oh, were you
I'm-
asking me?
I'm
Yeah.
moving you guys
Yeah.
Oh,
over.
I'm sorry. I wasn't.
There's
didn't know you were talking to me.
mouth of the cave
Yeah, I mean-
on the map. You're all kind of down.
They're not
Tokens are on.
kind people.
Okay.
It's similar to
I was
the
gonna
bait
say we have a
situation.
half orc standing right here. We
Yeah,
can literally just ask
Well,
him.
we don't
Similar
know if
to
he's
the
half
bait.
orc. We don't know if he's half orc.
I
Like,
thought.
we don't-
Wait.
We
I thought
kind
we
of
had
get the
established he was.
picture. We get the picture. but
You
we haven't, like,
all
discussed
you all
it.
figure
That's
he
what-
has some sort of orc lineage. You've kind of come to gather that over time.
I don't have a problem fighting them.
All right, everybody, stop. Eyes on me. We're good. Okay.
So are we taking out the scout?
I am going to sneak up behind the scout, and I'm going to see if I can either A, interrogate him, or B, slit his throat. B might take precedence, who knows. And if things look like they go wrong, you know what to do, honestly.
Okay.
And if you don't, well, God help you.
At least let me help you this time, and I cast guidance and give him guidance.
Very reluctantly.
So he's got an extra D4 on his inevitable
Inevitability
stealth check. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can sneak up to the orc.
All right, roll yourself a stealth check then.
That is
I wanted to go and-
Are
Roll
you gonna add a D4?
Middle of it. Gotta get in the mix with my shitty.
Oh, thank God, yeah, that D4 was a 4. Because this could have gone awkward if it wasn't. 17.
17.
Guidance, dude. Cord helping him out, man. What a bro. What a
Right.
bro.
Because I rolled an 8. So
And you're not like one of those movie rogues yet who just
So-
like gets to not worry about his role anymore.
Yeah, no, that's like much later. All right, so Crane, you sneak up towards this
I
thing.
don't
You
speak orc.
as you start sneaking towards this, which Malachi, this time you begrudgingly accept, this kind of warm energy flows through you. And as you start to sneak, it comes a little bit more naturally. You find yourself
Like when he's gonna like step on a stick, it moves out of the way and like like ever so slightly so he doesn't step on it, right? Like if he's gonna trip over something, it kind of like he gets a little bit of a lift and it picks him up over the root that he might have tripped on or something like that, that kind of
so
thing.
you just
Leaves kind of
comes-
flow
yeah.
away from him rather than yeah.
strange
Yeah.
little phenomena as you travel along. And I'm gonna say you could go ahead and you could sneak around the side of this orc, around the edge of the hill, and then kind of hugging the side of the cave. You could you can get on top of this orc pretty close.
So what I want to do is I want to put a blade to his throat from behind and say, "Don't move."
Okay. Right. The thing
we're actively watching this happen.
yes. The thing he's very surprised.
I'm sitting on the road, just like chewing on some jerky, just watching.
Yeah. Very surprised. Blade to his throat. Kind of looks down. He's a big boy, so you kind of have to aim up a little bit, you know. But you get there. And he kind of just looks down at you like, huh. What do you want?
Information, obviously. What are you doing here?
We live here.
Are you a highwayman?
We live here.
Were you planning on attacking me and my companions?
He just kind of looks. He's like, didn't even know you were there. What do you want?
If I take this blade from your throat, are you going to smash me into a pancake?
Sounds amusing.
Fuck,
And
you might have just signed a death warrant.
He kind of starts to turn towards you a little bit.
We're stabbing him. Do it.
All right. Roll an attack with advantage because of the compromised position that you have him in. And since you have advantage, sneak attack can apply. And
16.
swashbuckler. 16. Yeah, that'll do it.
Worst advantaged attack ever.
16 will hit.
That's a 3 and another 3. 6 plus 3. It's 9 damage from short sword.
Okay, so you cut this orc deeply. He manages to shift a little bit, and so it's not fatal, but he seems to be having a hard time like making sound. He kind of like, and then he kind of reaches for an axe, and then roll initiative, which I assume everybody you're watching.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just one guy. I'm gonna say everybody you see this, you have a chance to intervene before the orc probably retaliates.
Now let's
I'm
blast.
gonna take a shot with the light crossbow.
Okay, roll some attacks. I got a feeling this is
That's
22.
22,
Unnatural 20.
natural 20.
uh,
You're all
also a natural 20.
okay.
Oh, this is a dead orc.
All right, yeah. All right, don't bother rolling damage. He's toast. All right, so all of you just, I mean, as he goes to turn,
It was 5.
it's just like, and he's just down. Orc is toast.
Dead off, dude.
So you guys have finished off the guy guarding the entrance of this cave. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess we'll move Crane up here. The rest of you are still kind of at the hillside. So, all right, sentry down.
We got him, boys.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna go to the mouth of the cave with Crane,
Okay.
just to make sure that we have
Wait.
somebody on Overwatch at least.
Looting the orc.
Yeah. You go ahead. You can loot the orc. You find probably like maybe a couple gold pieces. Not a whole lot.
Pocketing that.
You find a scalp. It's long,
So I can assume these were hostile.
long blonde hair.
I feel attacked.
That's all the evidence I need, actually. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's about what I had on him.
How big is the mouth of this cave? Like,
I mean, you on the about that size on the map there. So it's about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 feet across. Pretty
Okay,
pretty
so
This
decent.
is a
view.
big cave.
Pretty big
Huge.
cave.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Kind of at
swap
the
out
base
my
of the
crossbow
mountains
for my,
there.
for my longsword.
All right.
we're gonna. I'm gonna take a gander inside.
Okay.
Stealth.
I'm gonna say yeah. Go ahead and roll a new stealth check. Which the rain pouring down is giving you a lot of help as you go. There's a lot of a lot of visual concealment, a lot of sound concealment. And I'll just say you pretty much get to see almost straight back. You see a bunch of orcs.
Oh,
About
wow.
about 6 more of them. One and then another one way in the back that looks like he's
Mother of
maybe a little bit more a little tougher
What's
than
the
the
black
rest.
ticket though?
That's the tough. That's the other orc. That's
What
looks a
about
bit
the big
tougher.
one though?
The big one, you see an ogre, massive, almost has to hunch in the cave.
That's a
Has
big boy.
has a giant club, which is really mostly just like kind of like a broken off chunk of tree.
Are they paying attention to us yet?
No, they have not noticed you. The rain has covered your approach pretty well. Yeah, they're
So,
Guys,
kind of
this
just minding their own business.
Could say it's all ogre now.
everyone pick a target, I guess.
I feel like we need a strategy.
tragedy.
Like everyone picking a target.
Yeah.
Darkness.
I could cover a 5-foot cube with a cloud of daggers.
Oh, a whole 5-foot cube in this big ass cave. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really
Hi.
have like walls and stuff yet, do
I
we?
can create a
Not
5-foot
really. Not
bonfire
huge areas.
so that they have to move around it.
Like I could have got shattered, but and that's pretty small.
Okay,
Cover-
so
I can
here's what
focus
we're
the
gonna
ogre
do.
with Witch Bolt.
here's what we're gonna do. Make sure that you let people, like, if people got stuff that affects a bunch of area, like, use that up front. Because,
You know, sleep people.
I'm a rogue.
okay, whatever. Just be careful.
I could cover like this area.
Yeah,
With
great, it's fine. Just be careful because, like, we're gonna cast a lot of spells, so you don't want to be in the middle of it when in the thick of it. You don't want to get trapped in the thick of it, basically. So this goes.
Okay. So let's just focus on the closest orcs then. Question.
Sure.
Do they have any loot in this place that I would aspire to yoink? That I can see.
Not a whole lot that you can see from here. It's kind of hard to tell. A few of them appear to have bags of who knows what. Probably other potentially ghastly things. But there's not like a treasure chest laying out or anything like that. So.
I'd
But
like
you
to
could-
summon my pack weapon before we start.
Okay. The strange staff appears. Just
It's a
out
wolf pick this time.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd
It-
say we could just walk
It
past
changed.
this
It
cave,
can.
but I
It
doubt
seems to
any
have
of you
changed
would be
form
okay
yet
with
again.
that.
Flashes just out of air.
No, if they've been killing people, like we need to actually.
Yeah, he literally
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
the guy who they left to guard the front had a human scalp. Like,
Yeah. These are
So,
very evil people.
People.
Toxic.
all right, so yeah,
Ooh,
All right. What are you guys doing? I'll give you a surprise round if you guys act soonish.
Okay.
I want to
was
take out
gonna
my bow
say-
and fire at this one.
Okay, going on the left.
Before him, I would like to cast Guiding Bolt on that one, if
Okay.
possible.
That's fine.
I think I'm gonna cover this area with Cloud of Daggers.
How big is it?
It's a 5 cube.
5 foot cube.
Yeah.
Yes, a cube 5 feet on each side.
So you can cover one space with it.
Wow, I just fucked that up.
Okay. Luke.
Because that 5 feet.
Yeah, I was being retarded. My bad.
If you want to do that, you can.
In that case, yeah, I guess I'll go for this one.
I also want to like be up front too.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh
that's,
yeah,
that's fine.
I am going to be.
All right. So make a little green square.
Yeah, right there.
Cloud of daggers. Cloud of ouchies. Right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it hurts.
What else?
I
Who
am
else?
going to cast Firebolt on Big End of the Bag.
Okay. Send it all the way past. How far is the range on that?
Firebolt, 120 feet.
Yeah, I can reach.
Okay.
All right. Did everybody pick an action?
No.
Oh.
All right. Well, first.
Got it.
I
Yeah, go
would
ahead.
like to Ray of Sickness.
Which target?
We'll pick the Cloud of Dagger.
Okay, hitting one of the cloud
Whoa.
daggers. Alrighty. And then
Nice
Moyer,
ones,
did
too.
you?
It's an action to summon my thing, so if
You
want
got a
me to do
little bit of
that-
time while you were
Okay. then
deliberating.
I'll use-
Yeah, you're fine.
Then I'll use an Eldritch Blast on this one.
Okay. Let's start with this guy here first. Okay, so we got a guiding bolt first. So Frank, go ahead and Malachi, go ahead and roll that.
It's got +5 to hit.
You have
19.
advantage
Oh.
because they haven't noticed you yet.
21.
That hits.
23. 23.
All right. That
Okay.
hits. Roll damage.
For that orc, I also rolled. I got.
You also got advantage again.
Yeah, I rolled it. I got 18,
Yeah.
No, like
okay.
Guiding Bolt gives advantage.
and I did 12 damage.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
I-
Hang on. Hold on for yours.
I did 30 damage.
How much?
13.
13. Okay, so you blast this orc with the divine light. The thing is, he's barely standing. He's like practically glowing with radiant energy as it burns him. And Crane just follows up with an arrow, and in no time flat, poof, he's dead. Like he's donezo. So boom, one down. All right, next up, Cloud of Daggers.
All right.
What's the deal?
He is going to take 44 of damage.
Does he roll a save or?
No. It just says creature takes 44 slash damage when it enters for the first time or starts its turn there. I think this would count as entering it for the first time.
And it starts his
Technically.
turn. So at the beginning of his turn, he'll take 44.
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
Okay. I'll keep that off to the side.
Oh,
All right. So at the end of his turn, he takes 7. Okay. Who else was? The Ray of Sickness was on the same one. Is that an attack roll?
Yes. 16.
With advantage. So if you want to try to roll for that 20.
Not 20.
All right, you hit him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I gotta get another die.
No, you don't.
I do damage.
Do you?
Fat
Do you?
damage.
Wizard. Do you? Damage.
What kind of damage? Yeah, poison. It is, 6 poison damage.
Okay. 6 down to him.
And he has to make a Constitution save throw.
I don't think he passes. That's a 8.
Yeah, there's no way. We'll just go for my save DC. No, yeah. He's poisoned.
Rough stuff, dude. Alright.
I did it.
So go ahead and put a little marker on him.
We did it. We did it. Hooray. Yeah, we did it.
What is, what looks... this looks... Let's say this is poison. Don't want that little mark on him.
F.
Alright. Next up, Yerol, you were attacking this one here?
I was stacking that one.
You mean Moyer?
Yeah.
Sorry, Moyer. Sorry, yes. My bad. My bad.
Yes. Do we get advantage with this or no?
Yes. All of your attacks are gonna have advantage for the first.
This round.
Yes, this round.
Surprise round.
Yeah, so 21.
21. Roll damage.
And 6 damage.
Cool. Alright, next up. Thorn. Go ahead and roll for your firebolt against the ogre.
15.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Damn it, where's my D10? And that does 10 points of fire damage.
Alrighty. So, this opens up. One orc immediately just gets destroyed. Another one, as Yerol throws some strange powder into his sensor, and then sends strange voodoo magic, and a cloud of daggers appear around this poor soul down here as he gets struck with a ray of sickness. Fire hitting the ogre, all this chaos. Roll initiative.
Time for another bad initiative roll. Let's do it.
Let me see if I join you.
Oh boy, this is the first time I will probably not be a first.
Oh, yeah.
I am such a sad panda right now, actually.
F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You roll.
One.
Yeah, that's
I
say you
rolled
roll.
a 1. Yeah. I got +2 from Dex and +2 from
Our
poison.
initiative is fucking terrible. It's like we
Yeah,
didn't do a
this-
surprise round and we just all rolled really good initiative. Basically, what that was.
Jeez.
Shitballs.
Surprise round or good initiative, that's your choice. There's no in between.
Hey, one of them's dead.
Fair.
One of them is Bud.
Yeah, one of them's looking pretty hurt. Another one pretty well damaged
Like,
too.
oh, shit.
Alright,
That's not.
so top. We've got, well, not you guys.
None of us.
Uh,
Not us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
So
It's
the
not surprising.
the highest initiative out of the group would
I
be
got you.
Thorn with a 16.
Okay.
Right. And then next up we have Yerol with a 14.
Hey there.
Hey.
Then we have Malachi and Ethan with an 8. Right. He's dead. Alright, and then after Malachi we have Moyer. After Moyer, bring up the rear for probably the first time in his life is Crane.
Yeah, he really shit the bed on that one.
With a 6.
Literally
Alright.
Walks in, shoots his pants.
Just walks out.
First,
You're just like amazed at how like cool looking your arrow it was, like hitting like a
So, like-
glowing
So,
orc and just,
first-
like,
Noni?
first orc is up.
There's a cloud.
He's gonna move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's gonna take a swing at the Goliath.
Oh, I hope you're ready, because there's going to be a lot of things running at you.
I don't think that hits. To start, 11.
I don't have my. I just casted a spell, so I don't have my shield out. So.
Well,
that misses.
11. Right. And that's what the orc can do. Next up is
What a guy.
this leader-looking type back here who kind of calls out and he's just like, "Gut them! Bring me their spines!" And he's gonna
there.
go
Oh,
5,
nice guy.
10,
Calm down there, buddy.
15, 20, 25, and he's gonna chill here. And he's gonna chuck a javelin as he pulls from his side over at Thorn, which is 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're just within his range without disadvantage? What about there? Alright, so he's gonna chuck a javelin at you. How's about a 19?
That'll hit.
Alright. Actually, it's a 20. He does 8 points of piercing damage to you as this javelin phew, and just slams into you, kind of catching you in the side. And that's his turn. Next up are orcs number 5 and 6. This one's 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is gonna swing at Thorn. Nat 1.
And
He-
Thorn's unnatural luck wins out again.
Yeah, so he goes to swing at you, and the axe slips out of his hands and drops to his feet. So, and he awkwardly kind of looks down at that and then looks up at you.
Oh.
He hasn't moved out of your range, but he'd have to use an action to pick it back up.
Okay.
Alright, next up is the one in the cloud of daggers. Alright, roll your 4d4.
Alright. So.
Oof.
6 damage.
A 1, a 2, a 2, and a 1. That is brutal.
Damn.
Alright, 6 damage. These daggers are carving into him. As he rushes out of the cloud, he's blood flowing profusely from him. He can barely hold his weapon. 5, 10, and then probably thinks better of it and just goes over here, and he's just gonna chuck a javelin. He's not.
What a guy.
Which disadvantage because of the poison due to ray of sickness. He's gonna throw it at.
Poisson.
He's gonna throw it at Moyer here in the back.
Rude boy.
I'm disguised by the guild sign, though.
Yeah, the freaking watermark. Yeah, really
It's
doing
like-
work for you there.
He's hiding behind
With
a random
disadvantage, he rolled an 18.
Yeah, I still hit.
That is
That's
6
late
points of
mail.
piercing damage.
How much? 12?
6.
Sick.
No, not 12.
God damn.
I don't know what you're trying to do to yourself, but not 12.
If it was 12,
I'm trying to
that'd
kill
be-
off another character, boys.
Dude, he just
Alright,
wants to roll up his next
next.
character. He's like, alright, Moyers, no.
Next up, Yarl, it's your turn.
Oh, boy. Alrighty. So, I am going to. Was it this one or this one? It's looking not great.
The one to the right is not looking so hot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna chuck an Eldritch Blast at that one then.
Okay. Roll your attack.
21.
Hey, did you skip it by
21
chance?
hits. Malachi, you're up. Oh, crap. What was your initiative?
16.
Oh yeah, his was 16.
Oh, frig. Yeah, I did. All right, you'll go next.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I assume 21 hits.
Yes, go ahead and roll damage.
6
Okay.
force damage.
You blast him. He's barely standing.
Alrighty.
Thorn, go ahead and take your turn. Malachi, you'll be up next.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slash at the guy that's dropped his
Yeah, the poor soul. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Feels
just
bad.
end him. It'll be okay.
Okay.
So that is an 8.
No. So he dips down trying to grab his sword and just shoo, right over his head.
Damn it!
Or not his sword, his axe. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Okay, cool. Malachi.
Yeah, I am going to. Okay, so 15-foot cube originating from here would hit all 3 of these guys, right?
15-foot cube? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to cast Shatter.
Alright.
And so what they'll need to do is give me Constitution saving throws. All 3 of those guys.
13.
Passes.
17.
Passes.
Nat 20. Whoa.
Passes.
That might pass.
Well, they take half as much, but I
traded 3 of
am
them.
going. I am going to channel my divine potential to not have to roll. And,
Max damage?
Max damage. So it does 24. So they all take 12.
They all take 12 points of damage. Jeez.
Pop it
Damn, if they
off.
didn't pass, those would be dead orcs right there.
Yeah.
That's a
It's a loud
big-
crack, and then they just like a thunderous damage. Basically, like, well, you've never seen Shatter before, but this isn't especially. This is like a god's Shatter, but they fucking withstood it because their Constitution. Well, and then as my bonus action, I'm gonna pull out my shield.
That's fine. So 3. And then 12 to hit. Jeez, dude. Friggin' A. Alright. So it's just, yes, this loud crack. All of these orcs are now just like holding their heads, blood pouring from their ears. They look awful. The leader looks like he's holding up a bit better, but these two back here are just like staggering, like completely discombobulated. Which this one here is going to move away from the source of all that because he doesn't quite understand what's happening. He just wants to get away from it. So he's gonna move over here. He's gonna see a clean shot onto Crane in the back. He's gonna chuck a javelin at you. That's a 6. 7. It's a 7. So he just wait like he is so just like his bell has been rung so hard. He's like he can barely see straight. Goes way over you and out the mouth of the cave. Got some impressive distance on it though. Next up, Ethan.
It was Olympic level.
Yeah, he misses like a champ.
When I miss by 100 yards.
Me.
But you miss all the time, Dare.
Alright.
I blatantly have hit spells today. I'm just saying.
I threw a javelin and I missed.
I was talking about Apex.
I'm going to
Rude. Not that bad.
raise my hand and try to take root inside the main
Which one?
mind. The big boy, the boss man.
The leader
The
or
pirate.
the
yeah,
ogre?
the pirate.
All right, the
Big
leader.
boy with
All
capitals.
right, what are you casting at him?
Phantasmal Orbs.
Okay.
Just make an
Make what?
intelligence check.
Oh, he is so
Saving
book
throw.
smart.
Well, that's a -2, makes it a 6.
No.
-2, are you serious?
All right, what do you place inside of his mind?
So in front of him appears this, essentially another giant ogre.
Okay.
Literally, like the thing back there. That's what
Mhm.
appears.
Okay.
Yes.
Um.
And it looks as if it's going to attack him.
All right. So no damage yet, or anything like that. Okay. So he looks very, very startled, very confused. You all see this little bit of magic swirl around him, and he looks like he's getting ready to swing at absolutely nothing.
So just to give for context on what happened, there was an enormous, like, loud bang behind him. Got like, basically his head was ringing, and then he like comes to, and there's a big old giant ogre like standing in front of him.
You're a summoner, dude.
And he's just, and you kind of hear him
You're a
shout,
wizard,
like,
Eric.
"Where did you come from?" You gotta glances back at the other one real quick, just to make sure he's still there. All right. Next up is number 3, which is this one right here. He doesn't look too great either.
He just dies.
He's gonna run up here. He's gonna chuck a javelin at Thorn.
That's not very nice.
You notice they're not too keen on getting up close. No, that's a 9. Once again, dude, he looks awful. It's just like not even close. Next, Moyer,
Yes.
and then Crane. You're up next.
We're watching your spacing with these people. Okay, I'm gonna hit him with pack weapon.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a unnatural. No, that's 22.
That hits. Roll damage.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can roll low enough where he's not dead, but roll damage.
8.
He's dead.
We got him.
You did it.
Got him.
We got him. We slayed the Dargan.
How does it do? How does it die?
I basically just take my 4 pick and hit him right here and rip it out.
Alright, yeah, he just latches and then with a tug, just caught like the front just open. Moyer, roll a perception check for me.
That is I got 15, but I don't know why. Oh, it's 17.
17. Okay. So, in the moment this orc dies, you see this strange kind of mist almost drift off of it and then goes towards the amulet.
Oh.
He did!
Your kill counter? Like,
There's a 1 up here, or
What? Yeah, no. Like, you can look down, no noticeable difference. Just almost like it didn't happen. You kind of have to like, did I see that? Because it was like very faint.
Oh.
Kind of wondering to yourself, what the frick was that? You kind of look around. No one else. None of you saw it.
Does this patch weapon happen to be a battle axe that looks like a loot?
No, it doesn't. Funny story. Next up,
Just
Crane.
out
It's your
of
go.
curiosity.
So, 1 and 15, 25. Yeah, I'm gonna move right here.
Okay.
Actually, right here.
yeehaw.
I'm gonna fire an arrow at the commander. 17.
17 to hit.
Uh-huh.
That hit.
12 damage.
A lot of the armor that they're wearing appears to be like hide. They do not seem to be terribly well equipped. 12 damage.
Really high on the damage rolls.
You fire an arrow and the thing wait. You don't have sneak attack on that, right?
Yeah, I do.
For what?
For
What gave you sneak attack?
reckless audacity or whatever.
Is that a melee attack or is that can be?
Is it? No.
Can I
Yeah,
think
no, it's just any.
Yeah.
It's just a sneak attack. It's not a.
It's all sneak attacks.
Let
now.
me just look it up real quick just to double check.
All
Make sure I know how this works.
Rakish audacity.
Rakish audacity. Okay. Third level. You can
wait. No, you're right.
Fancy
He
footwork.
has to be within 5 feet of me.
During your turn, if you make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you the rest of the turn.
Well,
Where's
that's
the-
fancy footwork.
Yeah, where's audacity? Okay. If your target is within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
So, because it's like it's
I
kind
thought
of
it said 5 feet of the enemy.
yeah, it has to be within 5 feet of you. It's kind of like a almost like a fencer kind of feel to it. So,
Okay, well then 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. All right, still a decent amount of damage. you catch him, and he's not even like paying attention, and then like he's looking at something you can't see. There's a strange magical essence kind of clouding his eyes, and you hit him like right in the ribs. It sinks about like 3 inches in, and he's kind of and then like a little blood just.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to use dash action. I'm going to move back to where I was.
Sure, that's fine. All right, now with his fat initiative of rolling a natural 1, the ogre finally gets to go. Yeah,
That's pretty fair, though. That's pretty RP.
Yeah.
It's
10, 15,
It's all ogre now.
20,
Oh, no.
25,
not like
30,
this.
35, 40.
What?
He has 40 feet of movement. So
What?
this thing starts running up, and it's like he's hunched. He's about 10 feet tall.
I think Moto likes you.
And let's see. You know what? He's gonna go ahead and use a dash action, and
What a god!
move up to right about here.
I don't like that.
And but that's his action to move there.
Quarter of his size. Leave me alone.
And so now he's
Good
looming
for you,
over
man.
you, like bringing this giant chunk of a tree above his head. Back to the top of the order is this man right here, right next to. He's gonna take another slash at with his battle axe at Malachi. That's cocked.
No way. No way it works.
8.
Nope.
All right, you just
bubble is ready, Andrew.
with your mace, you just swat that out of the air like ain't nothing.
It's a big boy.
Next up is the leader, who. So at the end of his
Is there
okay,
not an ogre?
yeah. So he's gonna take a slash at the ogre.
Fake over.
It's gonna
Does he
pass right
hit?
through it.
No, it doesn't go right through it. No, he fully believes it,
Yeah.
and even
Well,
if
it might go
something-
through it, but yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
justify it.
Yeah, he fully rationalizes
Okay.
some way of something happening.
Let me take
The ogre dodges it.
Yeah, like this is the most nimble ogre he's ever seen in his life.
Dude, it just dashed out of the way. Just like this one.
Quick look at the spell. Alright, includes sound, 10 foot. Yep, it fits within a 10-foot cube. Can use its action to examine. Okay, but it have to use an action. It definitely attacked it.
Yep.
So, it's kind of weird that it says it can make it use an action to examine it, but he rationalizes strange behaviors? Seems really strange. But, yeah, so he slashes at this thing. It nimbly dodges. He's like, I'm in over my head, and kind of backs up over towards his lackeys over this way.
You're not gonna ride that ogre like a fucking Gundam? What?
What?
All right,
He's
next.
not gonna pop up.
That ends the leader's turn. All right, so
It's
now
all
it comes
over
down
now, for
to
him.
5, who is dead. And
Rip.
6. So number 6 is Poison Boy here.
Dying.
He only had like 2 javelins, so he takes the second one, and once again chucks it at the halfling. Disadvantage because he's poisoned. That is a.
Wait, if it's the one that I poison, he's not poisoned.
Oh, he's not. All right. Well, the first roll was the lower one anyway. So, 15.
No.
All right. You nimbly dodge. You are a small target to hit. Next is Thorn. Yarol, you will be next.
Does a 24 with the longsword hit the gigantic ogre?
24 can hit most anything.
Okay. 12 damage.
12 damage to the ogre.
Oh god.
Fucking hit Thurg.
It's true. Or Arjan. Alright, 12 damage, right. You slash into this thing. Quite a severe blow. But, I mean, there's a lot to cut through here. There's a lot.
That's
Like,
a
you
lot
cut
of
in this thing, and you pull it out, and it, like, blood, but it's just like, he kind of looks at you, and he's just like, It hurt, but
What is happening?
Oh, you know.
you're up.
Alright. I am going to cast Witch Bolt at the ogre.
Okay. You're rolling attack.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. So I going to do I find the appropriate dice, so there it is. 1d12 damage. That is a solid 3. Oh wait, no, it's 2d12, my bad. Cause I'm a warlock, right? 8 is that lightning or thunder?
Lightning.
8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Pulls
So,
out the sensor, just
Mhm.
beam of blue just crackles out towards it and just latches on.
Could said command man.
What? I'm not fucking. I'm not
that's
animated.
yes, you're good. So yes, this lightning streaks out, and as it hits, it seems to cling and almost wrap around him, and you kind of hear the energy crackling of this kind of around it. Nice. Next is number 2. Malachi, you'll be next. 2 was this guy here, who is then going to go 5, 10, 15, and he's going to take a swing with his axe. Well, actually, he had a javelin out, so he had to take an action to pull it. So I guess...
You can melee with a javelin.
Can
Yeah.
you drop the javelin and then
Yeah.
pull the axe?
We'll say he jabs at you with the javelin. Yeah.
What a guy.
He'll try to basically stab you with it, because friggin' he's brilliant, I guess.
No, it's not gonna go over well.
16.
Misses. I have my shield out now, so.
And you swat it away. It's...
Yep.
You've,
okay.
again, much mightier foes than this.
Yeah.
And it is your turn.
So that's my turn. So I'm gonna drop my shield. Wait, that's a bonus action to drop my shield, isn't it?
If you just want to, like, let go of it, I'm gonna say...
Let go of it.
Yeah, I might say you did as a bonus action, just kind of...
Okay. Let go of it. So for my action, I'm going to swing at the one who's been trying to swing at me two-handed with my warhammer.
Okay.
Gosh, that's not. I have +6 to hit, so that's an 11.
No, that does not.
That's okay, because I was really focusing with my bonus action. I was going to cast Spiritual Weapon and target the blue ogre and basically a giant greatsword with like a lightning bolt etching like running down the middle of it. Spiritual version goes and attacks the ogre.
All right.
+5 to hit the 21.
21 hits, roll damage.
Does 8 damage to him.
All right. This divine weapon strikes down at him, carving into his back. Yeah, he looks very unhappy with his situation.
I would be too.
That's fair.
Next,
Fuckers just came into
Ethan.
my cave, killed my
All
bro.
right.
Moyer, you will
It's
be.
on me, T.
So it's the start of my turn. I'm assuming guy. The ogre essentially has now followed him, and swings and hits him, and he takes 5 psychic damage.
5 damage as he just kind of like, you guys watch, and his body, I mean, those of you who aren't too caught up, but like his body just kind of like, nothing hits him.
I'm staring at 2 orcs. Just like
Alright.
chilling.
And
I'm
then
just surging into this bolt.
Yeah.
So.
I am going to rave sickness. Ogre.
Roll.
24.
Yeah, you bet your butt that hits.
Bet my butt on anything.
Live a little.
11 poison damage.
To
And
the ogre?
Yes, and he has to make a save.
I feel like you're pretty good at that.
I feel like he might probably be pretty
Yeah.
good.
You might be a little good at those.
Well,
Not like a special
I mean, his
needs.
modifier ain't bad, but he rolled like crap, so that's a 10, boy.
Yeah, he's poisoned.
Okay.
He's poisson.
So this one is no longer poisoned, This one is now poisoned.
What a guy.
All right,
Yes.
good to know.
Good boy.
All right, so yes, he just kind of, I don't know, like pukes in his mouth a little bit, and he's just like not looking hot. He's struggling to stay up. Then number 3, which was this guy back here.
Was it?
He's
Bring him
gonna
on.
chuck his second javelin at Thorn.
Don't do it.
13.
Nope.
That's what I thought. All right. Then he's going to pull the battle axe with a bonus action, since he doesn't have to put anything away. And he'll move to kind of fill in this gap here. Right. Next is Moyer. Crane, you're up next.
Me?
Yes, Moyer.
Okay, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm going to light my pick with a green flame and strike the ogre.
Roll to attack.
Yeah, okay, that's an 11.
No. Wait. Yes.
Yes.
His armor class is 11.
Oh
It's
my
just-
god.
it's
His
just
armor
exactly-
class is 11.
Look
It's a
at
beamy big
that.
boy.
That is 10 damage, and the fellow next to him takes 4.
Okay.
Ooh, that might matter.
It does. Yes. So that okay. The one right next to him, I said was number 3. Okay. Alrighty.
Licking my leg, please.
Actually,
Sweet.
yeah. How do you want to kill this ogre? By the way, the orc next to him's dead too. So if you feel like describing that, feel free.
Oh, both are dead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of them took a shatter, so.
I will, like, jump up him, kind of stick him in the same place I did the other one, drag it all the way down to the chest.
Woo! He knows what he
High
likes.
jumper, dude.
And then I guess the next one just catches flame. Like,
Okay, so yeah, this tiny little halfling kind of like vaults off this ogre's giant, heaving, disgusting stomach, and like just jabs this pick into him, and just lets the weight bring him down, and then the green flame just immolates the one next to it, and they are both just done. Moyer, now that you've noticed, it happens again.
oh,
From both bodies.
Oh no.
Just a little.
apparently.
Now that you've noticed, yeah,
Kill
it happened
counter.
again.
It's field tested.
All right. Next up, like I said, it all goes to the amulet. Crane.
Yeah.
Shooty magooty gooty, this booty booty.
That one's.
Do it. This
God.
was beautiful.
I'm so sorry, Frank.
What happened?
Did you roll 1? Okay.
Can we
It's
get out
fine.
to the chat?
Roll another attack roll.
17.
Frank, what's your armor class?
It's 16 because I don't have my shield up.
Ooh, roll damage.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, I rolled as low as I could.
Okay.
It's 4 damage.
Okay.
There you go.
So, an arrow kind of clips your elbow as you take 4 damage.
Yeah, you know what?
Right in the funny bone.
I think see, I'm a Goliath, so I have a lot of endurance. Specifically stony endurance, and I'm gonna
Stony
use that by a D12 plus 3. So
So
that's the
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
Why roll it?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I want to, dude.
yeah, dude.
I reduced that damage by 13. damage.
Nice. Okay.
Holy
So
crap.
the arrow manages to like hit like a little spot where the armor doesn't cover, and somehow arrow fucking bounces off, dude.
Whatever, man. Big deal.
You're like, it hit flesh. It bounced. For Goliath's is scary, dude. All right.
Me big boys.
Next is the first one here, who's gonna take another swing at the boy in front of him.
Yep.
He's
See how good that
getting
goes.
more and more desperate.
He better
Um,
be.
Boy, this kid.
Oh wait, I don't have my reaction now. That was poorly planned. Oh well.
He does no, as a 14, that doesn't hit.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Not today.
He's starting to lose his morale a little bit. He's gonna try
He
to back.
dodged my attack.
He's gonna try to just kind of back away just a little bit, and then as he starts to back up, the leader who's fighting an ogre kind of sees out of the corner like, "You help me with this!" And the guy looks over, is like, "What?" Like just confused. And so he's just kind of stopped there, look confused at the other leader. All right. Speaking of the leader, it says go. So this ogre thing follows him. Let's see. Yeah, he'll probably do. He'll do one more attack. And then if he survives another turn, we'll let him do the investigation check to see if he can figure it out. Which would take his action anyway. I don't know why I'm rolling. There's nothing for him to hit. Once again, he's swinging at nothing. And
Does
then
he
he's
drop the sword?
No, he does not. He's gonna move over to this side of the cave, trying to get away from this massive thing that is just tracking him down. Right. Then these two get to go. He's used his final javelin. But he's gonna rush up, just desperate and angry. He's gonna swing at the halfling.
Angry.
23.
That does hit, yeah.
All right.
He is much better with an axe than a javelin.
Apparently,
He's going
From a distance,
to
it was hard to hit.
do-
Up close,
this
it was
is
fine.
this might hurt. Now you're good. It's only 8 damage.
okay, yeah, I'm not taking that. I point my finger at him, and he needs to make a dex save.
Are you doing Hellish Rebuke?
I am.
All right, dex save. You still
What
take
a
the 8
guy.
damage, but 14. 14.
It matches.
It's half damage.
Sure.
I think it's half damage.
Let me check. I have this. I have that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's half
Okay.
damage if it passes. it,
Okay.
but-
Go ahead and roll your damage.
5, 6, 3, 13, so 6 or 7.
All right.
Whatever.
Dark flames consume him.
Dark.
Is he
Flame?
just falls to the ground in writhing in pain, and he is no more.
Is it-
Hellfire, dude.
Fucking Itachi over here.
By the way,
You bitch.
Moyer, just for the record, it seems like every time you strike a finishing blow, you see this strange essence.
Strange.
Next,
We're on that stat track.
Yeah.
next
On that
is
grind, dude. Gotta get that 25 kill
this
streak.
last guy
Gotta get the
here.
nuke.
He's gonna swing at me and he's gonna miss.
Yeah,
Hope he
probably.
hits.
Probably. Yeah, he's still got his stupid javelin that he's now awkwardly holding on to. Yeah,
What a guy.
that's a 15.
Nope.
All right, next.
Did she go?
Really, the most effective
Thorn?
attacker on me has been.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yarl, you're up next.
10,
Oh boy.
15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm gonna take a swing at him with my longsword.
From between this ogre's legs, an elf comes out to hit him with a sword.
Nat 20.
Roll damage. I don't know if you can roll low enough.
That'll be 12.
12.
I just imagine that I come like skidding up on my knees and like slashing at him from head to toe as much as possible.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you just Right through
Ethan's
him.
been soloing that guy all day.
And he's just kind of he falls to the ground, nearly in two pieces. Not fully, got a few parts hanging on, but it's pretty close. Orc leader down.
The lights leave his eyes.
All right. Next, Yarl.
Is this one pretty wounded?
He's... Yeah.
Did he take the shatter?
Yeah, he's pretty
I
hard.
would like to cast Eldritch Blast because I don't have spell slots.
Yeah.
That is a nat 20.
Whole damage, dude.
The Eldritch of the Blasts.
Ooh boy. It's good. Oh fucking one.
How?
I hate dice sometimes.
So
So,
2?
5, no, because I had my charisma too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
How much?
5.
Nice. All right, he's looking very
I love
hurt.
dice.
Next up is Malachi. Ethan, you'll be up next.
I'm so disappointed, dude.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring all of my attention to this guy, so I'm gonna kind of step into him and swing with my hammer
He looks
for my
terrified.
main action. So that'll be a 12.
12? No. He manages to just like with a crazy look in his eye. He's just manages it. You do have a spiritual weapon.
My great sword, yeah, my great sword comes over with me for my bonus action.
Mhm.
That's more accurate. It's unnatural 20.
I don't think you can roll low enough, but go ahead and roll.
11. I
Yeah.
rolled the damage with it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's done. He's done. However it happens, he is gone.
Yeah. So like basically, I kind of like get in his eyesight with the hammer, right? Like so I'm swinging the hammer like across, and then over my shoulder comes the great sword like straight down his neck. So like he doesn't see it coming, basically.
Yeah.
Like the hammer was more of a feint than.
And in no time at all, his life is snuffed out. He falls unconscious. Well, dead. Not unconscious. Ethan, there's one very, very upset looking orc left.
He's a sad boy.
It's up to me.
Kind of.
Alright. I'm just going to chill touch.
Do what? Chill touch?
Chill touch!
Do it, tool!
Chilling.
How much?
Huh? It was a 19 to hit.
Yeah, hit.
Oh, and I did 8 necrotic.
Alright, he's done.
Yes.
That is...
That's pretty cool, dude.
In the
that
words
is
of Shang Tsung, you're...
So, the last orc falls as the life is drained from him with using a spectral hand.
I'm getting so much
The-
HP off this.
The chaos, the sound of it all, comes to a close as quiet overtakes the cave. Cave smells a little funky. You know, it smells a little bit like the orc or the goblin caves before, but just unwashed bodies and yeah.
I'm going to do the only thing I was here for and loot the bodies.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, can I loot the bandit leader?
Yeah.
I'm literally standing over his corpse.
Go ahead and roll investigation checks for me.
Those are my shiny rocks.
Me and him.
Yeah.
I go a fucking high roll, damn.
I got a
Unnatural
16 on
20.
investigation.
What was that, Thorn?
16 on investigation.
Okay. Yeah, that'll find you some stuff. So you guys find between all of the groups. There we go. All right. So you find some extra bits of gold. You do find an extra. You didn't see it at first, but way in the back, you do find an unlocked chest.
There was a chest sitting out.
Yes, there was. It's just
Fucking knew it. There was.
all the way back there. Once again, you also you besides the gold and the chest, you do find some more grisly, whether they're like fingers, humanoid-looking teeth. That some of them are wearing on necklaces, things of that nature.
Fantastic.
Orcs.
And you find altogether 750 copper pieces between everything, 180 silver, and you find 60 gold pieces.
Okay.
So
18.
you also find 3 vials of perfume.
Fucking dibs.
Might find some somewhere to sell them off potentially.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab those.
So how much copper do each of us get?
10 gold.
10 gold. Yeah, I got that.
Let's see, if you want to combine it all together, it's like 60 gold plus the silver, so that'd be 18 gold, so 78, and then it's like it's 100 copper per gold, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So plus 7.5, basically. So that would be crap. What was I at?
It's like 85 and a half gold. 85 gold and
Silver.
Yeah, we'll
and
just
a silver.
we'll say so like 80. We'll
14 gold and 0.25 of a gold.
Yeah.
So that's like.
So
Wait, it
each
was
of you,
750
basically, each
copper?
of you get like 14 gold and a couple
Yeah.
silver pieces out of it.
Okay, that's fine.
But more waits for you back at the thing.
Yeah.
That is all you find.
Wait, that was all the orcs?
Hmm?
That was like all the orcs?
Yeah, that was
Oh, I was-
everything combined.
Wait, how much
That's
was
not
it?
good.
Split.
14?
Yeah, we said 14 and then like a couple silver.
Yeah.
Who wants to hang on to the perfume?
I will. I have the best connections to get rid of it. So.
What the fuck? I have the best use for it.
Can use it, yeah.
I mean, if you want to ask for one of the bottles of perfume, you can mean.
I already called dibs, you know. Dibs policy.
All right.
Dibs doesn't count when I'm across the
So-
fucking cave from you.
So you've finished. At this point, the rain is still pouring down outside, and it's pretty much dark out. There's very little sunlight left, peeking up over there.
It's a long rest time, boys.
So
I want to, seeing as how we ran into ghouls, perform funeral rites for these ogres. For the ogre and the orcs.
okay,
So that they can't turn undead for 7 days.
right.
Give their bodies time to rot away before
Okay.
they become ghouls. Because no one wants to see undead ogres, so yeah.
I was gonna say, like,
Roll
while he's
rights.
doing the funeral rites, can I actually, like, dig graves in the back of the cave and just, like, actually bury them?
Yeah, that could be part of funeral rites. I don't see why not.
Yeah,
You could
like,
find a few
there's-
patches of dirt here and there. Yeah. Some of it's stone, but not all of it. So you could probably find a few places, or maybe pile up some rocks and stuff like that.
Well,
You
it
could
takes
probably-
the spell takes a while to cast.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because, like, the way for Thorn, it would be like, this was an honorable fight, like, I'm burying the honorable dead, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
It's an hour and 10 minutes. That's what it takes for me
Yeah.
to cast ceremony. So
So
Yeah.
right as this goes on, you guys see the elf start to intern the dead, digging holes for them while the Goliath does some sort of holy rite over them.
Are we gonna rest in this cave?
May as well. Shelter from the rain.
I want to inspect my amulet. Is it like vibrating anymore? Is there
It's. I mean, that vibration is there.
Is anyone injured, or
you
did we pretty
notice
much
it.
like get out of
It's-
that?
I'm
Chill?
I took 8
Under half.
points of damage.
I'm unscathed.
I'm
Um,
unscathed.
you don't necessarily notice it being too much different. It's just still kind of that telltale vibration to it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
alrighty. If there's nothing else anybody would like to do, then you can go ahead and make camp for the night. Yeah. I'm gonna say just have you can do a long rest if you'd like. You can sleep till the morning. So, which I'm just gonna say tonight there's like you guys, oh my god, nothing's gonna happen, so I'm not gonna bother going through all of it. I will every now and again, just even if it doesn't result in anything, so that way it's not just like, oh, he's asking for perception rolls, that means somebody's coming. But I don't feel like doing it this night, so no, nothing's coming this night. Alright, you all
Let's
bed
go back
down.
and wink.
Do what?
What?
What'd you say?
No. Hey.
Okay. So, as per usual, none of you see Ethan go to sleep. He's just kind of watching out the cave, and whoever goes to watch with him. This is starting to become a familiar sight. But the night passes relatively. The rain continues on throughout the night, but not much else to be talked about. Question: would you guys like to call it a night here, or would you like to continue on? We could maybe get back to what would you like to do?
I don't really want to start anything.
Yeah,
I don't mind getting back to town.
yeah. I probably like doing just a minor thing, like going back to town, claiming the gold. But like, I don't want to start.
There could potentially, because you're also on the lookout for goblin raiding parties and stuff like that. So there's a potential that something else could happen on the way back.
Yeah,
May
do
or
we
may
just
not.
want to call it the long rest?
Okay.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anybody would like to, as you're all bedding down for the night? Is there anything else you would like to talk about, or have you guys said your piece?
In the past day, Crane has talked more than he might have talked in the past month. So
I feel you.
I'm about to say somebody else probably shares that.
It's been a lot longer than a month.
So,
Well, unless you count it. Like,
I don't know. I have another one of my, I go off to the corner and have another one of my normal sort of conversations where I talk about how I'm feeling about
Okay.
the day. That's pretty much it. They see it as to myself, but me,
it's a chord. Yeah.
yeah.
As you
Not with
kind
God.
of commune, as best you know how, you're oftentimes not sure if you're doing it right or how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much feel like I'm talking to the wall, basically, is
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
But and it's hard to place, but as you kind of talk, you feel better. You feel like you're on some sort of path, and this path could lead to something good. You don't necessarily hear or see anything, but it's just this kind of feeling of reassurance. So,
Cool.
anyone else? All right.
Bills for the next day. Huh?
Yeah, I guess that is it. Thanks for playing, guys. A fair amount of inter-party talking going on. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that crap's fun.
I
But-
actually got to be a Tempest cleric today. It felt good. I cast
Dude, that shatter hit.
I
like a
cast actual
truck.
spells.
Holy crap, that hit so hard.
Yeah, just wait for fucking call lightning. No idea. dude.
So,
Oh,
by the
you
way,
maxed it.
Hunter, I am very sorry, but I actually got a little something on the book. It's chocolate ice cream. I felt really bad, but the next page is just fine. It like there's a little bit right there, but then the next page is a-okay. I'm sorry, dude. I felt really bad.
Wait, isn't Phandel in the free book? Anyway?
No, it's with the starter set.
Starter pack? Starter set.
So, no, it's like the whole set together is like $20. You get like
Yeah.
a rule book,
Nice.
like a basic
DM
rule
screen.
book, and then
No, it doesn't come with a DM screen. So
No.
it's still a pretty good deal though with like dice and everything.
It should come with a DM screen.
Yeah.
All right, but that will do it for tonight.
All right.
Alright, boys.
We'll be back.
Secret Dio it is.
Be back next Friday.
That is a
With
sick.
you guys
Sick man.
on your way back to Phandelver to collect and possibly find a group of goblins who might know something. Who knows? But that will do it for today. So
Nighty night, boys.
have a good one.
See ya.
See ya.
See you.
All right. Thank you everybody for watching. Anybody still hanging around? Like I said, lots of player interaction. It was fun. I like that stuff. I hope you do too. We'll be back next Friday. The VOD will be up on YouTube for this session tomorrow. In the meantime, you all have a good one. Goodbye.